and I'm shooting my shot. Pop me, just doing my pop. Looking at it, you gon' do it or not.
Here we are, another edition of the Squeaky Show.
I'm like, what's going on?
It's the headphones are too close to the mic. But here we are, another edition of the Social Music Movement podcast put on by the City of Dreams Coalition. And, of course, Sister Taleah.
Yes.
We are here. Thanks to Glockaware for hosting us every Wednesday, where you can find us 4 to 6 p.m. And we are live right now on YouTube as we speak. So go ahead and go to YouTube, search Glockaware, and hit the live link and check us out. What's up, Sister Taleah?
Nothing much. Trying to get in order as usual. It's just been a long last 2 weeks have been hectic, extremely hectic. Definitely with a lot of blessings.
There's been a lot going on.
One after another. I can't be mad.
Creations. We can't be upset at that.
At all.
So today, we have a couple guests coming through. You want to tell us about them?
Yes. Hollywood Him, of course. You know, we just signed him officially. Last night, hold on, I'm about to go live. Last night was actually interesting.
Last night. Wait, where'd you go last night?
Oh, no. I was asleep last night.
Monday night?
Monday night. I was asleep from Monday morning until this morning.
It was interesting.
My body is tired.
It was interesting. Yeah, I laid low, too. That's for sure.
Yep.
Yesterday.
People were calling me. I had to wake up. People were trying to come get me to go somewhere, and I fell asleep.
It wasn't happening?
Wasn't happening.
So my body said no. My mind was telling me yes. It's backwards, right?
Yes, very.
We have something interesting, though, to talk about. We have a guest coming on, and it's going to be an interesting conversation. You know, people think of different avenues to express themselves during times of unrest. And we had a lot of creatives expressing themselves either through music, movies, demonstrations, through the whole George Floyd civil unrest. And so we're going to have a guest today, a little later.
Yes.
We'll be talking about that.
Yes, we have a very special surprise. It surprised me that came, damn near 30 years later? Came back in my life 30 years later. Now he's a big movie director and producer and so many other things. So with that being said, give us a couple of minutes and can give him something.
Spin a track. We'll be right back on the Social Music Movement podcast.
Looking for you like where you been. Me reminiscing, remembering we used to get it and argue with mama like him again. Tell her I love you when she just say why you defending them. Best time of love's innocence. We was like souls innocent. Finishing all of your sentences. Friends would say they go your twin again. Guess I'm just missing it. Lower the voices, lower the noises. Put on an album, turn on the volume. Make love in the shower like there goes the hours. Tryna kick it with ya. Keep it 2 times 50 with ya. Feel like the time of your life, every minute with ya. Now I see the bigger picture. We were supposed to be good. So many levels. On so many levels. Love more than just a hood. On so many levels. On so many levels. Yeah, you was that one. On so many levels. On so many levels. Still can't even shake it, baby. Damn, we should've made it, baby. You might be my one and only. Night and another follow me. So many levels. You might be my one and only. Night and another follow me. Oh yeah. So many levels. So many levels. Who am I kidding? We different and I'll never get it. They comment and mentions. 3 more motion pictures. The vision. That's something that's so open-ended. The difference. We did it from humble beginnings. Ain't winning if all of it really was in it. Ain't winning if all of it really was in it. Guess what I'm saying? Why is this in it? Why are we in this space? Lower the voices. Lower the noises, put on an album. Turn on the volume. Make love in the shower like there goes the hours. Tryna vibe, tryna kick it with ya. Keep it 2 times 50 with ya. Feel like the time of your life, every minute with ya. Now I see the bigger picture. We were supposed to be good. So many levels. On so many levels. Love more than just a hood. On so many levels.
trust you. You gon' lie to me. Baby, I just need my privacy. Secluded myself to get peace of mind. But you DM me on my gram all the time. I just want you gone, you gone, you boy, you irk me. You know you irk me, boy. You pester me. I don't care if you think less of me. We don't share chemistry. I don't think you and I think destiny. Too much drama and messiness. I see through your lies, you a fraud, it's evident. Talking about you loving me. Pause. Beep my discovery. Saw you at Max's on your yeah. Sharing a cheesesteak plus some drinks and some laughs. With a whole nother girl, I don't know who she was, but I know you took her to the telly that night and you bust that ass. But that ain't where you said you went. And I don't argue over petty shit. So don't have the energy. Cause you and I in the mix is a bad recipe. I don't trust you, you won't lie to me. Baby, I just need my privacy. Secluded myself to get peace of mind. DM me on my gram all the time. I just want gone, you gone. You boy, you irk me. Yeah. You know you irk me, boy. Get to stepping hoe. Go jump a bitch, scream Geronimo. That was just harsh, I know. But being in your presence is impossible. Why can't I live my life? All I want is my space and you out of my sight. Don't ever bother you. I care less about where you're at or what you do. I can't even go out on dates without you showing up, talking shit, throwing shade. They say you made a big mistake. Now you are just in the way. Stay out my DM late nights, telling me you still wanna lay the pipe. I'm doing me, I love it, so don't you hate. I guess old girl wasn't that brand new upgrade. I don't trust you, you gon' lie to me. Baby, I just need my privacy. Secluded myself to get peace of mind. You DM me on my gram all the time. I just want gone, you gone. You boy, you irk me. Yeah. You know you irk me, boy. You're so working. I'm so done with you. Stay off my gram every night.
See, now I don't have. Oh, here we go. My headphones are messing up. We're back on this social music movement podcast, of course, playing independent artists.
That's what we do.
Sister Taleah.
Yes.
I'm gonna just let you go, cause
Yeah, this one's a doozy here. I still don't know how to explain it. Actually, I still don't know how to explain it. But we do have here a dear friend of mine, Mr. Terrence Takeem. That I know from damn near 30 years ago.
Yeah.
I still try to tell everybody like this happened and it's so crazy how it happened. I still can't explain it. Like I'm still or like overwhelmed. I still ain't even post our picture yet because I still don't have the words yet to express like how much used to mean to me and still mean to me. You know.
Wow, that's what's up. Yeah, I gave her first job. She when I had Top Flight Records and stuff. She came to work for me, and it was a beautiful thing because you know I like teaching people new coming into the industry. How to get through the industry, but I see that she's taken the advice I've given her and just ran with it because she's what you call a bulldog right now.
Basically, but you have no idea because I think that with the first job and everything that you have taught me, that work ethic is what I took and ran with, and it's like that's why I think everything I touch, everything I move, it doesn't matter if it's political, if it's community, if it's music, it's like everything I touch, it's a blessing.
Yeah, you did good. You did a good job. That's why when Hollywood Him brought you to me, I'm thinking that I'm just meeting somebody that he's dealing with. And me and her was sitting there at the table, and she was like, and I was just telling her, that I've been doing this for a long time, and by me being signed to Warner Brothers as an artist, and then playing football in the NFL and all this stuff, and she was just like, She's like, well, as an artist, what she said, what name did you go by? I said, back then I went by Terrence T. She jumped up at the table and just started crying. She's like, oh my, and then she came and hugged me, wouldn't let go. I was like, what's going on?
What's wrong with this woman? We've all experienced Sister Taleah.
She was just crying. I was like, what's wrong with you? I was like, she said, you gave me my first job. She's like, I was on the street. You got me off the street. You gave me I was like, wow, I remember.
Yep.
And I remembered it until she said that.
Yeah.
Because she worked for me for like about 6-7 months and stuff, and she probably would have stayed there. But I told her.
Uh-oh.
She had a stalker
She
then
had a
too.
stalker. She had a
stalker then too.
Yo, this dude was calling the office, man. That's the only reason I had to let her go, because the boy was stalking her like crazy. I had to let her go and
The
everything.
phone, the lines wouldn't even ring.
Yo, it was
nothing.
crazy. I'm like trying to run a business here, and this psychopath, love struck dude is.
Yeah,
What did you do to him? What
And
did
as you
do?
know, and nothing at that age, but what you call it? That's been the story of my life. It's been the story of my life.
Yeah, and then she tells me she went through some of the same stuff a year since. I'm like, wow, what is it? You got a spell on these dudes. But the thing about it is that she took what I what she learned from me and just kind of like seriously has taken it to the next level, clearly.
Mm-hmm.
And because I've been doing this music stuff for a long time, I really don't do the music no more. Like I told her, I found out that it's more business than it is music business.
Yep.
And it really just drove me away from wanting to sing and do music. So now this film stuff is my life, and Jason's Letter has been out for about 3 years now with
Tell us
Vivica Fox. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about Jason's Letter.
But Jason's Letter is the first actually that was my second film. I had a film that I did prior to that on child abuse, and we never released it, but we screened it in about 32 cities around the country. Actually, I'm using part of that film, which I had Stephen Baldwin, Tony Sirico from The Sopranos was in that film. That crazy ass Omarosa was in that film. Who else? I had Terry Vaughn from the Steve Harvey Show in that film, but then I ended up I never put it out, but I screened it, and we ended up doing Jason's Letter, which was about an actual little boy's letter. One of my friends sent me the letter about this little boy who wrote a letter to the city council to try to stop the damn cops from shooting and killing everybody in his community. So when I saw the letter, I was like, who wrote this? He said, a 12-year-old kid. I said, bro, I'm going to do something. He said, I knew you were going to turn it into a book or a TV show. I said, no, I'm going to turn this into a movie. So I reached out to Paul Anthony from Full Force, and we got Vivica Fox and the big guy Quentin Aaron from The Blind Side with Sandra Bullock. We got them, and we did the movie. The movie's been out now for it was on Starz for a year and a half. Now it's on
Amazon Prime,
it's on Amazon,
Tubi.
Hulu. It's on everything now.
It's on everything now.
Yeah.
Every outlet.
And so it's been out all of this time now. And every time the cops get killed, every time a cop kills somebody, my films start bubbling. I mean, that's a crazy way to keep making money. But every time one of them happens, my films start popping again on these platforms and stuff like that. And now we're about to release this film now. Right now we're shooting for the 25th, which is the date that Derek Chauvin, the one who killed George Floyd.
Yes.
That's the film I got now called When George Got Murdered. We just finished it. It'll be out in the next 4 weeks or so right now. We're looking to drop it on the 25th on the same date that that Chauvin gets sentenced. We want to drop it that same date. And in that film, I got Montel Williams, Robert Wall from the TV show
Arliss.
From Arliss on HBO. Donnie
Red
Most.
Man.
Yeah, Red Man. Red Man gave me drop for it. Donnie Most from he played Ralph Malph on Happy Days. He's the primary guard in the film.
Yeah.
I got drops from Ron Howard gave me a drop.
Nice.
Wow, that's nice.
Yo, Ron Howard gave me a drop.
Major. Yeah, that's
Thanks,
major.
Opie.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
major.
Ron Howard gave me a drop in this film, so he's one of the top 2 or 3 directors in the world.
Yeah.
So Ron gave me a drop for the film. Nicole
That's
Murphy
beautiful.
gave me a drop. Mike Hill from Dale Hughley, Mike Hill from Fox Sports. They all gave me a drop for this film. So this film is going to hit pretty hard because it's about how people are perceiving this guy Chauvin once he gets to the jail. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but when they first locked him up at that particular jail that he was at, they would not let none of the black or Hispanic guards work the block where he was being held. Yeah, so I incorporated that into this
Makes
film.
sense. Makes sense.
So I incorporated that into this film, so we're going to drop it and everything. Other than that, man, it's everything comes full circle and, meeting Taleah again and everything and just,
It definitely does.
Yeah, it's like she's going to be working with me on this, some of the PR and marketing and stuff like that. So yeah, we ready to rock and roll. I'm ready to drop this film, and Montel and I we're doing Robert Roberts' show on ABC.
Okay.
Yeah, we're doing that. I'm gonna get a date for when we're gonna be on MSNBC.
Great.
I'm hoping we can do Joy Reid's show, but if not, it'll probably be Ari Melber or Tiffany. What's her name? She's gonna kill me if I keep forgetting her name. She got the Sunday show. I don't want to do the Sunday show, but that's where they might delegate us to the Sunday show.
Dude,
I want to do
People
Joy
watch
Reid.
TV
Joy,
on
you
Sunday
A lot of people.
Yeah, they do, but I'd rather
with their coffee.
I'd rather do that Joy Reid,
I feel you.
that prime time.
What made you, want to document social justice issues?
Those are I'm passionate. Like I said,
They personal?
Yeah, I tell people about because like I grew up back and forth between Atlanta and Philly most of my life, and it was so crazy that we was going through the same shit here. Oh, can I?
Yeah,
Yeah, you did it.
Want.
Go ahead.
You do what you want.
Yeah, we go through the same thing here.
Yeah.
In Philly with the cops that we were going through in Georgia. Then I would go to D.C. and it was the same thing, and then I would go to L.A. and it was the same thing. So I
Right.
realized, wait, these damn cops is like this everywhere.
Yeah.
This shit is just
Yeah, you know, it's
everywhere.
on every TV, every town. It's only us that are all over the news everywhere, and I don't think people really fathom exactly how on every news channel and every city, every small town, that it's only us. And I say it myself, running around acting like monkeys. We
Yeah.
look like a bunch of monkeys on every television set every night.
Well, you gotta remember you gotta remember something, right? That's how we've been portrayed forever. So a lot of us feel like we got to do that. So, So I mean, you gotta remember the local, and I tell people this all the time. The local news is geared towards frightening the hell out of white people against us. If you go to every city in the local news, it's all about what's the killings in the inner city. There's killings going on everywhere. But they focus.
White
on
people
the
are doing
Yeah.
it too.
Because that's what makes news. They don't
Yeah.
they don't care about anything else.
Yeah.
But they also don't expose everything great we're doing.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
You know, they don't come out and expose. There's 1,001 different events and different things going
That's
on in
right.
the city every day.
Positivity.
But they don't
Positive.
come out. They don't show none of that. It might show one or two. There's a clip in between 10 people getting shot.
But then they'll go back all the mayhem.
All the negative stuff.
Yeah, go back to all the mayhem.
Doesn't show any good stuff, and the black excellence. That's what
That's
they
right.
don't. They don't
Yeah.
want to
That's
show
right.
that.
Yeah.
They don't want to show the black excellence. So that's why here we created, with City of Dreams Coalition. Period. We created that because we got tired of A&R from Def Jam.
Yeah, I know that's right.
That keeps calling while I'm on live. I don't know why.
That's right.
But we created because we got tired of, there was a few of us and me having to be being leadership in a few groups. There was one that I did step down from, different kind of Democrat, and we go over that another time. I had to out one of the leaderships because he had pedophile paperwork.
Wow.
Or DHS. So a lot of people mad. I upset people
Oh
here.
wow. When did that happen?
I got to pay. Do I got to pay any paperwork with me? No, I changed bags.
Oh,
But
I
wow.
smell a
That's-
movie
that's not-
cooking.
God, what?
Yeah,
He's like,
I'll just say
wow.
shit. That might.
Well, look,
That's the next John right
That's
there.
the script.
Let's go for the first one. Philly Hip Hop Cop. I was part in helping because they weren't taking his fellow security guard. He kept telling them that something's wrong with the kids. He'd be having the kids at his house smoking weed, giving them money, but come find he was molesting all the boys.
Yeah, that blew me away when I found out Ruben was doing that, man.
Yeah.
That because I use Ruben.
I seen it that when you sent me. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh no, you better get
I
that chopped.
used Ruben in the touch film. back then.
Uh-oh.
He was in the touch film.
Oh.
He was in the
How?
because I didn't know he was.
Well,
doing that
nobody
shit.
knew, but
Yeah,
get this out because even Meek, when everybody I've asked that worked with him and worked with him,
Nobody knew he was.
nobody knew. Not Meek
Yeah,
Mills,
like-
not nobody.
But you gotta remember, somebody had an idea he was doing some shit like that.
No,
he
wrong.
He wouldn't have been
the
around that
multi-charter school on Broad and Pike.
Mhm.
No, they knew for years.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah, they knew for years. They swept under the rug because of how important he was bringing in those rappers.
Yeah, he was bringing in a lot of people. Yeah.
Yeah. So they didn't care about none of that stuff. I mean, all the reports and
That wasn't
reports for
cool.
years.
Yeah, that
And
shit
then
wasn't cool,
he even
man.
took it a step further, Mr. Greg, and went to SVU on Huntington Park.
Wow.
He still didn't do anything about it.
That's not
nothing.
cool, man. That shit ain't cool right there, man.
Then there's different kind of Democrat that I sat on leadership with that. And then I got a phone call from a friend of mine that's actually on the board, but they've been with DHS on the City of Dreams board, but has been on
Wow.
with DHS for about 30 years. Been working there, so they know everything. Catch all the cases. Or there's one particular one he caught himself.
Oh, get out of there.
Yeah, he passed it off, but he caught it himself. And when he seen the name, and I'm working with them because he see all the great big events I'm doing for the elected officials. He's
Wow.
like, he told me to he gave me a call, told me to meet him at the mall on Cotman Avenue. Me and my partner went. He came out his trunk with an envelope of all the paperwork, and it's
Wow.
not just his child; it's his stepchildren. He videotapes them doing very nasty stuff to him.
Oh,
And how it finally
Come
got
on,
exposed to
man.
it was underneath DHS.
Come on,
That's what a
man.
lot of people don't know, and that's the law.
That's crazy.
It's under DHS since it was his kids. It was under DHS instead of being public law. So the way I got it was because somebody handed it to me. So with that being said, a lot of people were getting mad at me because he's heavy getting people in the office. I mean, he is a genius when it comes to that stuff, but he's a pedophile.
Yeah, but I can be.
Yeah, but no,
genius all you
no.
want,
When I
you
say
doing
people,
that shit, that's right.
when I say elected officials don't care, and I mean, somebody, a birdie, went to city council one day and put on all their desks. You know how right before they start city council on Thursdays, you know, all 17
And
city
they
council
still, and
desks.
they still just let it
They
ride.
had an envelope sitting on top of the desk saying priority. They all sat down, started opening like, what the crap? But guess what? They still using them.
Wow.
They seen the paperwork.
That ain't
They
cool.
seen everything. So,
That ain't
yeah.
cool.
So that I
that's
definitely,
not cool.
as I've grown up, I've definitely
That's not
making
cool.
my point to ruffle feathers. But going back to that's the reason why we start City of Dreams Coalition. Period. Because there's a lot of
Yeah.
community scam artists out here that don't do
Yeah.
the good work. They take the money. They don't hire people they're supposed to do, or the money
Yeah.
doesn't get back the way it's supposed to. And then you know, same thing with the politicians. You know, for me working for a few, and from the House of Representatives, Sheriff's Office.
You already know how I feel about that political shit.
Politics and politics, period.
Yeah, that shit's
Except for the
crazy.
couple that we endorse, that we heavily endorse. But then the music part is the part that hurts me the most. As being a lover of music, you know, growing up from older parents when I was in the home, always listening to old school music. You know, Teddy Pendergrass, everyone you could think of. Growing up to it and to see what the music has become here in Philadelphia. It's disgusting.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, it's
It
crazy.
really is.
It's crazy, yeah.
And to come from a city of great leaders, great musicians, things of that sort.
Great musicians,
Philly
like
was-
real
you
music.
gotta remember, Philly's music influenced the world.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Exactly.
But the shit
Exactly.
now is.
So
that's
not
why-
influential.
At all, but that's why even I already had the social music movement, the youth groups in our City of Dreams youth music studios. I had that and had different partnerships. I have different partnerships, different places with different people of notoriety. But as I had to take a step back, like a lot of kids were coming up to me, starting to get to know me from doing Made in America, from doing a lot of big events and getting them come on to do the music. Even though I was just telling people that I hired, you know, get this person, get that person. But as I started getting to know artists personally, then I started seeing the I'm not gonna say the one name no more because she apologized a couple weeks ago during Ramadan, so I'm not gonna do that. But the main person, what the hell is her name? From Philly Hip Hop Awards, brain fart. What is her name?
Doesn't matter.
It does too, but anyways, she got people for $2,000, $250, $500, all different types of stuff. Selling VIP bands, they weren't VIP, all different types
Oh,
of
wow.
stuff. Yeah, Sonia McDuffie. Sorry, I knew I was
Oh,
going to
you
get
put
it.
her on blast, huh?
Oh, yeah, I put it. I don't care.
Oh, you blast?
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
care. No, were you overly out of the pocket?
Yeah.
No, you getting blasted.
Yeah, people need to know.
Yeah, people need it, because a lot of people just let stuff slide. Like, she don't even come to know where I'm at no more, because she's coming just to get somebody, get some new artists, because she be praying on all the new artists.
Yeah, that's
So
crazy.
like, as soon as she see me, she be out.
That's crazy.
She be out. So different things like that, like T Breezy. T Breezy is another City of Dreams artist in our network, and he just got took, him and somebody else. So we're another artist, female artist, is trying to pull the guy out. Took the two different artists for $350 apiece.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's over here in Philly. That's over in Philly. I'm coming
I know
out. I'm
that's
coming
right.
after him.
I know that's
definitely
right.
coming after him. So
I know that's right.
Yep. So here at the Social Music Movement. So I did want to, because you know, since I haven't seen the trailer or seen anything yet, haven't had the pleasure to see anything yet. What was it like doing the set at the jail where Derek Chauvin is
Well,
being housed?
we gotta remember that's not the. It's not the. We did want to let us shoot at the actual jail, but
Yeah.
But you know we use a prison. We got access to a prison
Okay.
to of course we're not gonna be able to shoot at the jail where he's at, but
Oh, that's.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know, but we got access to a prison to be able to come up with our own narrative of, you know, like after me doing my research, I was able to see what was going on inside the jail and just take that and run with it. So when people see the film, you know, this is just, you know, some of the stuff that I'm clear what was happening in there, but you can just imagine how the inmates feel with him being there. And these inmates at this particular jail are voicing their displeasure of having this guy there and on the same block, on the same tier as them and all that kind of stuff. These guys are voicing their displeasure. Del P, you know Del P, he's
He's
kind of
part of us too.
yeah, Del,
Yeah, he's part of us too.
Del is
One
in
of
the
my
movie.
originals.
Yeah, Del is
actually.
in the movie. Adele and a guy named Bobby Rand are the two primary inmates who are going back and forth with George Floyd being there. So this is going to be Del's acting debut.
Beautiful.
Oh wow! Well, yeah,
Congrats,
he's doing his
Del.
record release
Yeah.
Always
with us
doing
here
something.
on Social
Yeah,
Music
this, well,
Movement.
this is going to really pop. This going to pop him off like crazy right here.
Oh yeah, it is. It is.
So,
it is. He's been working real hard. He's a
yeah.
stand-up dude. Him and Nadir salute.
Yeah.
Salute to you, both you brothers and the son, Nitro, GMR. He was just up here.
Yeah, his son is he got a part in the movie too. Yeah.
Oh, GMR?
Yeah.
He does?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta tell him about that. He ain't tell me about that.
Wait a minute, is it him or Luce? No, Luce. No, King Luce. Yeah.
King Luce? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Luce. Luce got a part in the movie.
Okay, I was about to get with GMR.
Yeah, he got a part in it. Who else? Who else is with them? Josh is with them. Joshua, that's with them. The boy Frames up that be with them.
I don't know.
Yeah, he got a little part. He's one of the inmates in it, and another kid from Philly named King. What's it? Big Moolah. Yeah, he has.
I'm not
part
good with
in
this
it.
stuff. That's why I have A&Rs. That's why I have Summit 215,
he-
Uptown Geo, and a few others. And I'm not good with that stuff at all.
Well, all of those guys are the inmates in the film.
Okay.
Those are the inmates in the
Del
film.
P a jailbird now.
But other
Listen,
than that,
as long as you just play one on TV, you're cool.
Yup, fact.
Yeah. Exactly. You know, they all did a good job. I mean, you know, everybody else, the other actors, there's several. You know, I always give local actors like from this area a lot of the little boy Taj, the little kid Oscar.
Yeah.
Taj is in it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Amber Anderson. She plays the lawyer on the TV show Power on Showtime.
Okay.
She's in it. Kevin Savage is in it. The girl Teresa Nelson, she has a huge part. Oh, Robert Richard is in it too.
Oh, wow.
Remember he was in Coach Carter. Chocolate City. Yeah, he's in it.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah, so we got.
Yo, this cast is amazing.
What made you want to do the angle from the jail?
Because I knew that people are wondering, nobody never gets to see that aspect of it. You know, once you lock them up, and how people react. But what really made me want to do the angle from the jail is the fact that when I heard that they were not letting any of the black and Hispanic cops work the block where he was at, that was insane to me.
Yeah. I mean, but you have to think. You have to think like that, you know, like somebody might take that personal and they can't control themselves, and you have to, because nowadays.
But that wouldn't just be a black thing. That wouldn't just be a black thing. That would, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you got white guards that's gonna feel some type of way too.
I agree.
But they racialized it. They racialized it, which wasn't cool.
Yeah.
It wasn't cool that they did that, but they did, and I used that premise in this film. And so
he gets special privileges.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Special privileges.
But the film really boils down to, where were you, when you first saw the video, the footage of that video of George being murdered. Where were you when you first saw that? Because it was such a horrible, horrific thing to watch for such a long period of time that almost everybody remembered where the hell they were when they first saw that.
Right. It was goes back to the tower thing.
Like the tower.
Where were you? What were you doing? I remember.
I remember what I was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that shit was
Actually,
so
the
heavy.
towers, I still remember what I was doing.
Yeah, I remember too.
Me too.
But it was so crazy that almost every single person I would talk to remember exactly where they were when they saw the George Floyd video.
Wow.
Almost everybody could remember where they were.
I know. I was at a victim's family's house.
Wow.
Yep.
And it's crazy because almost everybody can remember where they were.
They made the grandmother start crying all over again.
Because it was too heavy of an issue. It was too heavy of a situation, and nobody, we seen these cop killing stuff before, but nobody never seen a cop taking his time,
taking his time, right? Like you said it.
Yeah, and who's gonna do what?
And knowing that
nobody.
You know what I'm saying? And you being filmed and you still doing this shit in front of the camera. So I guess that's why I shook the world like that, because
it's just a blatantness. Being so blatant.
Yeah, the blatant of it. It was just I don't so what you film me? I'm killing this mother.
Yep.
Yeah. That's exactly what it was.
That's pretty much what he said. So what you film? I'm killing this mother. And they beg. You got people begging him out there.
Please
Listen,
stop.
bro, just let him breathe. And he wouldn't even let the boy. He was pressing down even more on the boy. It was crazy. I don't think to this day even out of all the shit I've seen in my life, it took me a month to watch that video.
I don't think I watched the full thing until a couple months later.
It pissed me off too much. It was making me too mad, man.
I was getting upset and enraged, knowing that they were just taking their time. How come nobody else, a gang of y'all, not just jumping on the police officers? But everybody get killed.
And that's what I said at the end of my film when you see all those people that gave me the drops. I was telling you about D.L. Hughley and all these people and Ron Howard. I gave my own drop. That's the only time you see me in the film. Towards the end, I do a drop. And I said that in my drop. I was like, if I was out there, they probably would have had to kill me, whoever was with me, because there's no way in the world I would have
right. Just let it happen. Watch
and suffocate that man like that. That was crazy.
Yeah, especially if you saw from the beginning. There was no extreme aggression.
Yeah,
or
wasn't no
anything.
crazy, yeah.
So that was excessive force.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was. It absolutely
Yeah,
was.
but he was there to murder that boy, though. I mean, he
Well, you got to remember back in 1983. Hey, baby, you got to remember back in 1983 that the Ku Klux Klan, the Grand Wizard, and I just actually speak about this a lot because when people talk about the police as actual, that back in 1983, the Grand Wizard set out to all these different chapters throughout the U.S. until everybody stop what they're doing and go become state police, regular police, and law enforcement.
Yep.
That note is real. The message was real, and it was really sent out.
Well, the thing
And that's
about
what
it,
they did.
but you gotta remember in 2000, in 2000, was it 8 or 9? The FBI put the report out stating that almost every law enforcement agency was inundated with these Klans and Nazis.
Yeah.
And that was in 2009. So can you imagine how many of them
Imagine
it
what
is
it is now.
Right.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Absolutely.
That's why you got all these, like, they are getting these jobs just to be able to kill these people with impunity.
And then, like, on top of that,
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is.
I don't feel like
So they
the
can still
psych
control us.
evaluation is long enough, or that it's regulated, or any of that
It's
nature.
not regulated. That's the thing.
That's the thing. Like, right? Okay, so you sign up, you get your situation. That shit should be like regularly,
But
because
during the
we
lie
as
detector
humans
test,
go
you
through a
should
lot
be
of things
Right.
asked
personally.
If you're
Right.
racist. During the
Right.
lie detector test, it should be asked if you're racist.
I mean, but
that's part of. You gotta remember they was giving them jobs. You gotta remember like cause that whole the whole FOP shit.
Yeah.
They
Look
know.
at Rob McNesby, the head of our FOP here.
Yeah, this dude. Oh my God. Yeah.
Calls us monkeys, calls us all different types of
Yeah,
names.
yeah.
Blatantly on the news,
Yeah, on the
anytime
news,
he
yeah.
wants to. And he's still where he's at.
Yeah,
He's
they-
still where he's at because that's the Ku Klux Klan, those Fraternal Order of Police,
Yeah,
the Ku Klux Klan. And I can't.
The FOP shit ain't nothing but a Klan organization.
Yeah, exactly. And
That's why the black
then they have their
cops had
coons.
their own.
Then they have their coons that come in.
Well, the black cops a lot. Yeah, of course they're gonna.
No,
they're
they
gonna
got
do-
their coons.
Yeah, they got their buck dancing. You know,
Oh,
they
I
do.
know.
But most of the real black cops have started their own. You know, the black law enforcement started their own thing because they wanted to get away from that.
Get away from, but it's still not strong enough. And trust me, a couple people still take kickbacks.
Oh, of course, yeah. You know,
So
you're
not-
gonna have your Uncle Tom. Listen, you ain't never gonna get away from your Uncle Tom's. That's just what it is. And a lot of them guys get them jobs as cops because they got that same kind of mentality.
Yep, facts.
So
facts.
you know, it just is what it is. But the thing about it is that it's up to us to really kind of like really police it, you know, and take it to that degree. I mean, but I don't see anything changing anytime soon because the thing about it,
it's generation after
Yeah,
generation after
yeah.
generation. You gotta wait for. That's like, you know, I talk a lot about mental health, and it's the same thing. You have to fix one generation and then keep fixing to finally weed all that shit out.
yeah. It's real. It's
Yeah.
real, man. I tell people every day, man. This thing, because everybody say, why? Just like you asked me, why I do these kind of. I do these kind of projects because I don't want to do no. Everybody drug dealers shooting up the hood and
Right.
shaky buck movies and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I like to watch that shit and enjoy it myself, but I
Right.
don't want to
Put your energy and money into
Yeah,
it.
money,
Yeah.
exactly. I don't want to put that
Because
kind of shit
other
out.
kids are watching, you have to
Yeah, I
be
don't-
responsible. You have to be responsible of the content that you put out. You know, and I always think back in like a Cadillac Records movie, a few movies where you'll see them starting to play that music, but then you'll see Older and Ray, that when that music really started. You know how they were taking from Christian music and turning it into regular pop, so regular songs. That is what ruined us. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
it has.
Yeah,
It
that's
has.
one- that's one of
Because
the
when
things-
more sexual things start getting more sexual over the years.
Sex sells, though.
Yes,
That,
it
you
does,
know?
but it sold our people out. That's why all of our women are doing shaky butts. That's why all of our young men are running around shooting themselves, and it's a circle. It's a circle. You know.
Yeah,
circle.
that's real. But that's real. You right about that. But the thing about it is that is like somebody got to be doing projects that really are about subject matter issues
Absolutely.
that really mean something. And I just want to I don't want to do those kind of movies. I want to do stuff that got substance. I want to do I'm only doing projects that got substance. I'm not doing that kind of shit. I mean,
Yep.
I mean, like I wish everybody the best with that kind of stuff. Because one of my friends just sent me a film the other day, and it looks really, really good. But they just black people killing each other with drugs. I'm like, bro, are you kidding me? I mean, what the hell? It's like we can't think past that. All that movie because
it's
you
so
know
popular.
Yeah, because it's so like they want to like those like ever since The Wire. Well, first it was New Jack City, and then The Wire got big as it is. Everybody and their mother want to do a web series.
I never
about
watched
that
The
kind
Wire
of
until after the series, and I was hooked and watched The Street though.
You did what?
I never watched The Wire. I never watched The Wire until after.
Oh, yeah, me too. I didn't watch. Yeah, I didn't watch it until it was off the air.
Yep.
Yeah, me too. I never watched it.
Sopranos too. I didn't watch them until like the very end.
I didn't watch none of that stuff until it was off the air.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit there and waste my time watching that stuff when I got stuff to do.
That shit, I was seeing that shit in my life. I was living. Matter of fact, I was living that at one point. So
yeah, so why am I
don't
watching?
need to see that shit. I was living that life. You know, like I was. You know, because anybody that know me know I came from. You know, one of them bulls. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I had that goon mentality for a long time.
Yeah.
And once I got past that and just got into the music and stuff, I said, you know what, I'm leaving that alone, because either I'm gonna get killed, or I'm gonna kill somebody else, because it just come along with the territory. Mm-hmm. You can't really avoid it. So I
at least you came to that revelation.
I think I want to listen to something positive, something with a message. I don't know.
Some Del P, man.
Some Del P, please.
Yeah.
There got to be something with a message, sometimes. And I know, with different music, different things. That's why we also have artist spotlight. So we also give the up and coming artists.
That's what's up.
Even though we always have a headliner here, we always make sure upcoming artists gets a real spotlight.
Yeah, well, Del, like Del is making his mark right now. He's, he's the only consistent positive music artist I've seen in this area in a while.
And he's had to work years to earn that spot.
Yes,
right. And he's done it.
Yeah.
He stayed consistent.
Yeah. That's why
he didn't go switch over to shaky butt or anything else. Gave up on it. He stayed true to himself.
That's right. That's right.
And that's why.
And now he's he's getting rewarded for it, because now he's getting more national attention now.
Yes.
But this right here is really going to give him that brand that he's missing.
Does he have a spot in the soundtrack?
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. His song.
Right?
His song is the. There's one song you hear at the beginning, but the song that runs while all the credits is open is Del's record.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow,
nice.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah, I mean I know that song by time's running out, walls closing in, another hashtag. Here we go again. They don't really care about us and they don't pretend. We ain't going out without a fight. Let the show begin.
Wow.
His record is the song you can hear at the beginning of the film.
Lyrics still matter.
Yeah,
lyrics definitely still matter.
Yeah, he went heavy on that record, so I was like, as soon as when him and Nas sent me that record, I was like, bro, that's the song right there for the movie. Wow. Soon they sent me that record. Yeah, but he went heavy on it. So we're gonna drop it. We're looking to drop it on the 25th. We missed both of our screening dates for Netflix, so I don't know if it's gonna be Netflix now. We're supposed to have, cause they got to screen your film, you gotta watch the whole film. I was supposed to deliver it to them twice. I just wasn't ready, and so we missed both times they supposed to view it. But
we still got Amazon.
Oh my God, yeah, I don't care. Yeah, I don't listen. That's not the issue, because this film, people gonna find this film.
Yeah, they're gonna find it.
They're gonna find this film, and plus we got so much media that we gotta do to drive the traffic to wherever we decide to put it at.
Yep.
I got to get it to Hulu by next week, because we missed our other screening date with them. But at least they said they gave us another date, a second date. So then we got to give it to Apple TV by next Tuesday as well.
Okay.
So
great.
So we'll have our date. Hopefully, I'm hoping that we can get it. We're still shooting for the 25th of next month to have it come on that particular date, because like I said, that's the date that Chauvin gets sentenced, and I want that, because that's going to be a huge media day.
Right, for sure.
My PR people setting up our media for the day before that and that day. So.
All right, real quick message. You just see me on my lives. Please stop calling me. No, I've seen him up there, but you keep calling. That's so annoying. Annoying. But yeah, we got this young man right here, Scooby Yance. Him and his whole squad. When I say this boy is fire, it's fire. Say hi to everybody real quick. And then Toucan, then you can take us out of here with Del P. Yeah, Scooby Yance, he's really fighting for the title here in Philly. Him and his whole crew, they definitely fight for the spot here in Philly. All the different events that City Dreams is a part of and help hosting, and help hosting, sponsoring, whatever it is. A lot of within our network, they come like, are you part of this? Are you part of that? Because they really want to know if they're safe or not. They're saving up all their hard money, especially these youngins. Saving all their, that's not cheap for them. $300, $400, $500, it's not cheap for them. So even if it's $50, $60, it's still not cheap for them.
That's real. That's not a little bit of money.
Yeah,
people ain't got no money.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a blessing to be able to that a lot of them, we let them know that they're safe. Nobody's gonna take advantage of you. You're gonna get the right spot. Cause I've seen a lot of that here in Philadelphia, and that everywhere. I mean, everywhere. The overbook, then tell the youngest, newest artists that they can't go, even though they might have their whole family there supporting them. Sold out all their tickets. Nope, you got bumped.
Wow.
I seen it, and the last one was when I went and fixed the
That's not,
the
that's
state
not
park.
cool. That's not cool.
It's not, but it
That's
happens
not
all the
cool.
time. And when you be seeing
That's
this,
not cool.
when you be seeing them fighting outside of clubs, most of the time that's it. The red wine, twice, and the last one I had to go fix was the state property joint because somebody from state property was running around making fake events, so all the kids thought it was a real state property. I had to beg. I was like, Fred, please come up here and help me. Please come up here and help me. Nobody knew. Nobody knew about it. So everybody started going wild. Then they start fighting each other instead of fighting the promoters and fighting the people that messed up.
Wow.
And that's
crazy.
then we're the ones out there looking crazy.
That's crazy.
While they're running around with $50,000 bag, $50,000 in a bag. From all the promotion and stuff. Toucan, you got some Del P for us?
I'm sure he does. Be right back on the Social Music Movement Podcast.
Philly, let's let the world know. Comfortable with being you, that's a good job. Strong belief that God gon' see us through, that's a good job. If you vow to always keep it true, that's a good job. Real won't be denied, we multiply and push on. Comfortable with being you, that's a good job. Strong belief that God gon' see us through, that's a good job. If you vow to always keep it true, that's a good job. Real won't be denied, we multiply and push on. As I recline on my flight to the A, preparing the land, just thought that I would offer advice, sharing the plan. I'm here to expand, share what I learned from years in the jam. Just trying to gain awareness where spirits get in demand. Since that battle was uphill, cause these masters don't want real. Rather put their cash in these anthems and make the young kill. If you ask me, that's dumb ill. This ain't what Herc envisioned. Hip hop was built to unify, not to cause murder victims. So I'm just trying to guide them with some words of wisdom. You might just learn something, so observe and listen. Do what's best for you, following the crowd could be your worst decision. The ones that claim they hard be the first to snitching. By any means, I'ma make mine harder for lying. Make me a giant like Saquon, type to stay calm. Heavy action like talker, next to bed like Bryce Harper. Tell them had to write off. Comfortable with being you, that's a good job. Strong belief that God gon' see us through, that's a good job. If you vow to always keep it true, that's a good job. Real won't be denied, we multiply and push on. Comfortable with being you, that's a good job. Strong belief that God gon' see us through, that's a good job. If you vow to always keep it true, that's a good job. Real won't be denied, we multiply and push on. 82nd year of the 20th century, the great one sent me here. I was born to make history through the hardships and losses. I carry the burden, make it regardless. What don't end us, only turn us to winners. Stay on target, my vision is tunnel, same game face. Many to fumble, switch it up, get a quick butt. Now they disgruntled, the evils mislead you. Always go with your gut feeling. Strong ones go for what they know, the weak ones go for what's trending. Like sipping dirty sprites and not knowing what's in them. Popular voices out here to poison as much venom. Stay alert, instead of better they make it worse. So before I sell my soul, I'm out here doing labor work. Punching the clock to finance my brand, love it or not. The people stamp me the champ, of course they want me to pop. Revolutionary flow got them frightened, truly scary. I'm the truth, show it better than tell it if you should dare me. Comfortable with being you, that's a good job. Strong belief that God gon' see us through, that's a good job. If you vow to always keep it true, that's a good job. Real won't be denied, we multiply and push on. Comfortable with being you, that's a good job. Strong belief that God gon' see us through, that's a good job. If you vow to always keep it true, that's a good job. Real won't be denied, we multiply and push on. Same section, the schoolie steady and fresh prince. I'm who they picking to take it back to the essence. Let me give y'all a lesson. Uptown Theater, Georgie Woods introducing the legends. That boy was good, check out history. Billy Paul, Teddy P, superb singers. Music with messages, mission to make the world cleaner. A thorough dreamer trying to bring it to existence. Shout out to DJs, we need their assistance. DJ Crew, Jazzy Jeff, KD, and Cash Money. Pioneers of the city, behind them wheels they get busy. My man Anla behind me and active with me, who's stopping it? Yeah, the underdog, it's obvious. Aguilar with balls, outshine with rhymes. Blissing like Brandon Graham, I'm way ahead of your time. I know plenty in Philly act reckless and do crime, but please free Mumia and the rest of the Move 9. Comfortable with being you, that's a good job. Strong belief that God gon' see us through, that's a good job. If you vow to always keep it true, that's a good job. Real won't be denied, we multiply and push on. Comfortable with being you, that's a good job. Strong belief that God gon' see us through, that's a good job. If you vow to always keep it true, that's a good job. Real won't be denied, we multiply and push on. Everybody flexing, everybody wrecking.
But I got a question, who gon' steer us in the right direction?
Everybody dealing, everybody killing.
Hip-hop losing ground, been a while since I got the feeling.
Everybody flexing, everybody wrecking.
But I got a question, who gon' steer us in the right direction?
Everybody dealing, everybody killing.
Hip-hop losing ground, been a while since I got the feeling.
I hear a lot of
niggas ain't the only Chuck E. Cheese to watch. You think they learn a lesson seeing others getting knocked? Nah, the challenge is who first to die will live on lock. I estimate your lot cause I don't understand your mans. And have one advertise the gang and all the mud they in. From what I knew, a gangster movement be on. And most of the gangsters that I knew stiffer than mannequins. Whatever floats your boat, but no, I don't be ushing though. And if I do, it gotta be the needle in the bar I wrote. The future hope he probably so. If not, it's other cats I know that do the most to make environments conducive for your growth. Yo, I ain't a pastor, but I'm passionate about a youngin' having chances, not being gunned down. My cat were too afraid to throw their hands with him. Mama, son, a sucker sweater. Keys to stand in him. Everybody flexing, everybody wrecking. But I got a question, who will steer us in the right direction? Everybody dealing, everybody killing. Hip-hop losing ground, been a while since I got the feeling. Everybody flexing, everybody wrecking. But I got a question, who will steer us in the right direction? Everybody dealing, everybody killing. Hip-hop losing ground, been a while since I got the feeling. Get it straight, PZ been the truth is digging in the crates. Can't lose the instrumentals on them 90-minute tapes. Hit a crew, then I get into space, pen they can't replace. It started as a hobby, now I'm mission with the greats. Pure with it, for sure with it, born with it, no aborting it. Acquiring knowledge, now I could possibly start a course with it. Gotta thank the Lord for this humble beginning, young with intention. Look at me now, buzzing and trending. Must I mention, I ain't one of these busters pretending. Wanting attention, cloud chasing don't come with a pension. Nope. Born loser, grew accustomed to winning. Hope for the future, that's public opinion. Used to had enough of the venom, so my flow the antidote. Stop, drop, and roll if you can't stand the smoke. My power they can't revoke. Just the facts, I don't brag and boast. You give them cap, I give them classic quotes. Lyrics still matter most. Everybody flexing, everybody wrecking. But I got a question, who will steer us in the right direction? Everybody dealing, everybody killing. Hip-hop losing ground, been a while since I got the feeling. Everybody flexing, everybody wrecking. But I got a question, who will steer us in the right direction? Everybody dealing, everybody killing. Hip-hop losing ground, been a while since I got the feeling.
Everybody flexing. We're back on the Social Music Movement podcast here on Glockaware. You can check us out. We are going to premiere some videos today.
Yes, today's going to be
so
a crazy
check
day.
us out on YouTube. Go to YouTube, search Glockaware, and hit the live link. Check us out.
Yes, facts. So, Scuba, tell us a little bit about the video that you dropped. Tell us a little bit about making it, the video, you know, what your intentions were.
He got his summer gear on today.
My cousin video, I'm featured on it.
Okay.
He came to me with the opportunity.
Speak right into the mic, bro.
Yeah, pull it up.
He came to me with the opportunity, and then we just did it and said we gonna drop it from the rip. As soon as he got done, a little promo. I said, cuz I think they want it. I said I'm dropping it right now. We dropped it at 2:00 today. It's on all platforms. It's on YouTube, everything, etc.
Facts. And now it's about to be on the
Look
social
up
music.
Scuba Yance and Rugby Chuck. Add it up.
Add it up. And where'd y'all shoot the video at?
We did one video down his end, like Frankfurt, and then we did the other joint at Charlie B's.
At Charlie B's.
I
I tried to go get some food there earlier. I was pissed. Toucan, I tried to go get us some shrimp before I got here, and they whatchamacallit talking about they don't have no change. How do you just open up a business you don't have change for a $20 bill? Are you serious? I was upset. No, those shrimps are banging. They popping. Those shrimps are popping. But yeah, they better than Sid Booker's now.
Listen,
Sid Booker's fell off. I
can't speak on it because honestly,
know.
they just too expensive for me. I feel like it's just ridiculous for some shrimp over there.
Well, you know everything.
Shrimp.
It's shrimp. I know. But it comes from Mr.
That's Sid Booker. You just pay for the name, Dale.
Yeah.
Pay for the name. That's exactly what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Because it's
Sid
Sid Booker.
Dale.
Stand in a long line on a pink corner. I'm cool.
Well, Terrence, what do you feel like how these young artists, coming up, you know, the ones that are pushing? 'Cause I feel like a lot of them, they don't have that drive. They don't have that push. Or if they do, they stop. They start real quick. They push. They do a hard push for a month or two, and then they quit because it's like they want instant gratification.
We live in a microwave
success.
society.
They want that,
gratification and
yeah.
success in whatever they do, but they
Well,
don't put that work in.
I mean, two things. Well, the only thing I don't like about that music is like, like almost every artist sounds alike.
I like.
It's just crazy.
You must have not
I
heard
live-
me yet. Not to cut y'all off. I don't sound like nobody.
That's what's up. Listen, listen, I hope so, bro, because listen, this shit is out of control, man.
It is.
I never seen nothing like this before. I've never, like, if you go, like ever since T-Pain did that shit, they all feel like That's the thing they gotta do. That
With the
auto-tune shit
auto-tune,
then take over. And it's been going on. Yeah,
It's not
but
for
but it's been
everybody.
going on for like
Everybody.
20 years now
Right.
straight. The auto-tune shit been going on.
I'm so tired of the auto tune.
20 years
That's why
now.
that's why we're about to do another big push for a lot of artists that are real artists. With craft that actually take their craft seriously. The ones that can sing seriously. The ones that can their voices sound regular, sound good.
And then the problem
Authentically.
auto tune would be once you hear yourself on auto tune, you just gonna harmonize your whole everything.
Yeah, you gonna-
you
yeah,
just think
'cause you
you
stuck.
singing one whole and,
Yup.
and you really not.
You
It's
get
just
stuck.
certain
You get
like
stuck.
certain things.
Yeah.
I guess the tuning or the
that's
volume or whatever gotta be right. I don't
That's
know,
real.
but once you hear yourself on auto tune, it just be like I do it sometimes. I ain't even gonna lie, I just be like, like.
All right, well let's see what your video's popping for. Let's see what this is popping for. Toucan, my guy. Introduce it real quick.
Rugby, Chuck, featuring Scuba Yance, add it up.
What's up? I'm going up all year, you hear me? It's all year. All through the Marlow.
So crazy, AG.
I'm in the truck up, I'm backing up. Run up a bag and I add it up. Said you want more, nigga, pack it up. Run up a plus, we gon' clap you up. Body for body, come match with us. Come match with us. Body for body, come match with us. Come match with us. I'm in the truck up, I'm backing up. Run up a bag and I add it up. Said you want more, nigga, back it up. Run up a plus, we gon' clap you up. Body for body, come match with us. Come match with us. Body for body, come match with us. Come match with us. Watch for the look, cause they at us. I do the dash when I rev it up. Pull up at the scene, watch they look at us. Hop out with my juice and I'm fucking up. I'm breaking the rules, I'm a ruler tuck. Bad bitch with me and she rolling up. Came from the bottom, now I'm going up. I'm ready late when I'm showing up. For with your car, now I'm showing up. Before we start, you know I was a dog. You a flea, gotta shake you off. You my dog, I'ma break you off. For your cards, I'm just calling for. You the worker, once you call your boss. In the puppy store, I need caviar. I need a ray fruit for the star. One night, let me be a star. Bad block, I'm play them balls. Swerving traffic, walk, pour it up. Got me rolling like a bowling ball. Said you loyal, put you to the test. Watch him leaving when I was a mess. Run it up, watch him double back. They checked it back, now I wear a vest. Got frenemies, I can never let. Trying to make it out, stuck in the trap. Stuck in the days when my brothers at. I was on my own, on my own, I got it on my own, and I know they mad. Now I had it that, got it on my own, I know they mad. Now I have it that. I'm in the truck up, I'm backing up. Run up a bag and I add it up. Said you want one, nigga, back it up. Run up a plus, we gon' clap you up. Body for body, come match with us. Come match with us. Body for body, come match with us. Come match with us. I'm in the truck up, I'm backing up. Run up a bag and I add it up. Said you want one, nigga, back it up. Run up a plus, we gon' clap you up. Body for body, come match with us. Come match with us. Body for body, come match with us. Come match with us. I be giving it up. I do. Every time that I step, every time that I talk. I do. Got gold in the cut. I can pull them out anytime that I want. For real. You say that it's up. So fuck it, nigga. You know it's stuck. For real. Won't be ready for war. Cause I'm ready and willing to kick in your door. Get it down on the floor. Don't make no moves. You gon' stay on the floor. I told you before. I'm slimy. I'm grandma. I'm vicious, bull. You say you want ball. But I don't think you do. Better check the score. I'm really a bull. I'm something on shit. And I'm stepping for sure. Body for body. Let's go then, nigga. My favorite sport. Body for body. I told you niggas better check the score. Body for body. It's body for body. It's Yance. Yo, yo. I'm in the truck up, I'm backing up. Run up a bag and I add it up. Said you want one, nigga, back it up. Run up a plus, we gon' clap you up. Body for body, come match with us. Come match with us. Body for body, come match with us. Come match with us. I'm in the truck up, I'm backing up. Run up a bag and I add it up. Said you want one, nigga, back it up. Run up a plus, we gon' clap you up. Body for body, come match with us. Come match with us.
We're back on the Social Music Movement podcast. Why don't we answer all these questions?
Yeah, you're huh? Yeah,
on here.
That shit on that shit was hot. Yeah, you at least you ain't got that damn shit on your voice. That's what's up.
So,
But what's crazy is it's crazy because it's on there. It's just you gotta tune it to your voice. Like
you don't go crazy
you
with
can't
it,
have
right?
you can't have too much of it.
Yeah,
You can't have
make it sound
less.
You gotta make it sound. Yeah, it don't sound like that's. Yeah, however y'all did it. Whereas though you probably put it just enough on there.
Yeah.
Because you don't sound like it's on there and shit.
Because like when it's too much, it sound like a robot.
Yeah, like a robot.
Too like computer, like literally computerized.
But that's you gotta remember that's what all of them are doing. So everybody feel like they gotta do that. That's like the track is so hot that you really didn't have to do that anyway.
Yeah.
That track is hot as shit.
Thank you.
Dana Coleman want to know
That shit is like.
projects, but yes, we're talking about.
Speaking of mic, sis.
Who mixed it for y'all? Where'd y'all mix it at?
Dreamway Studios.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And
Oh,
it's
yeah,
not.
yeah.
That's the crazy thing. it ain't even. It's not even mixed. We just recorded it.
That's not mixed.
Nope.
No, it just.
We ain't even mixed. We ain't even really set like in like the proper drops
That was a
up.
2-track. Was that a 2-track? Yeah. And it sound good like that?
It was two.
He's like, get out of here.
Yeah, because when you get the track as one, it's called a 2-track. Because that's how a lot of rap producers they doing with the 2-track. Whoever mixed it originally, that shit they did a hell of a mix on it.
Oh,
They did a
that's
hell
what's
of a
up.
mix. Because normally, like, because when you mix it the wrong way, like your sounds won't stick out. Only one sound will stick out. The bass and the highs and the mids is all sticking out in that song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what it is. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you know I've been doing the music.
Yeah, I know. So I know.
Yeah, I know.
I
That's
know
what I
that.
see. That's why I look.
If y'all know
I
any
look for the quality
engineers,
production
though,
first.
send them my way.
Right.
Oh, I know a bunch of. Oh my god. Almost
Beyonce
everybody I
fella,
know
Gmail.
too. What's your IG?
My IG is Scuba Yance on IG.
Make sure you check him out.
Yeah, Scooby Eyes, the whole team. Shout out to the
Sure.
Big
Shout out
Fish,
Big Fish,
the
the
foundation. Great group of guys. My soldiers. You know what I mean?
For
Salute.
sure.
I love y'all. Y'all really rock out.
Y'all don't want to miss this one. We going up.
Yeah, we all
Sure.
going up. We all we got.
We bringing the city back.
Yeah, block by block. But another thing we do is talk about a lot of social issues as well here. We really stick to the state of the black community and the mortality
How
of
you spell your joint?
SCU
SCU.
BA. But as we talk about the state of the black community
Oh, you said- what's
and the
that?
mortality of the black youth,
That's it right there. All right, cool.
what do you think about like how the kids, and I heard it in your song, like they have a thing where it's,
Yeah, I
you go
just followed
body
you.
for body.
Just send me information in my IG.
Gotcha.
Say it again.
During the interview, I was asking, what do you think? Like I said, we talk about a lot of the state of the black community and a lot for the mortality of the black youth because it's ridiculous. What do you think? Like here, being from Philadelphia and coming back to Philadelphia and just seeing what's going on here.
Yeah,
And, you
Philly,
know,
yeah,
how they
yeah.
say body for body. They go for body from body for each.
Well,
body
the thing
counts.
about Philly right now is that they got it in a position right now where they feel like they got it, like people like they're coming for each other right now. So that's how that's
People now they only respect violence.
that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that they see the thing about it is this: if you feel like you got enemies and shit, then you feel like you gotta
Not necessarily. Like you
gotta
can't
protect
say
yourself.
you feel like that's like this, right? If me and you in the gas station, right, and you see I'm about to go to this pump and you swerve in front of me, that's a problem because you seen me do that. So people, they the first thing they.
But is that enough to kill somebody over?
Some people take it that far.
It might not even necessarily be you. You might have been, all right, I'm going to just go to the other one, but then the homie or whoever it is, keep looking, and then now he might bump you in the store, too.
Well, that's a lot of
yeah,
ego.
that's-
That's something different.
How it-
Yeah,
that's how it
that's
elevates.
such a
Yeah,
weird
oh,
That's
that's
how it elevates.
If you're trying to elevate it to that, but if somebody, like I said, listen, I've went through so much shit with people on the streets. If I was going through like gunplay with all the shit that I went through, like I would have killed somebody. Somebody would have killed me a long time ago. Because like you always gonna have those kind of confrontations.
Yeah.
You gotta know which one of them those conversations is worth like giving up your fucking freedom over. Or
Right.
You say that, you think that's a contradiction because you still here. That means you walked away from the situation.
Well, I walked away from all of that shit.
That's the choice you made. Some people follow that. Some
Oh yeah,
people
no doubt.
feed
That's
off
what,
that.
they feed off that shit. Yeah, the thing about it,
You know?
yeah, but the thing about it, everybody like one of us got to be the one to walk away. One of the two people got to say shit. This shit
Walking
ain't-
away.
And that's what I was about to say. That it's what's
Facts.
crazy. It's so crazy. You can't even really walk. Not
That's
you can't
the-
walk.
that's
not
the
saying
bad-
you
that's
can't
the
walk
bad-
away.
that's the bad thing
you
about
can
Philly
walk
right now.
away, but
That's the
it's
bad.
like,
That's
when
the
I walk
bad.
away, he gonna
He's gonna pop me in my back. Exactly. That's the
Or
bad thing about
come
it.
for you a week later. That's why.
That
That's
too.
why a
So
lot
it
of
really
young men
like-
tell me
that's
that
the
they'd
bad-
rather take care of it right then and there.
That's the bad thing about.
Exactly.
That's the
So they don't have to
bad
worry
thing
about
about the
it.
hoods. Like all the hoods.
Not necessarily. You don't even have to be go to gunplay or violence. No, you just on-site situation. Oh, it's a problem here now. What we doing? We
What you say,
squashing it.
Nadir?
We talk it out. All right, it's over. See what I'm saying? But people don't. A lot of people don't do that. People just want an image.
Yo, folks, I need
Yeah,
everyone
they-
to like get their mental
Well,
health
Nadir,
together.
Nadir,
For real.
Nadir.
That- like,
Because that's where it comes-
That's what
it
it
comes
comes with a
down
lot
to.
too. They mental health. A lot
Yeah.
of people
It
don't
is
be right
most of
within
it is
themselves.
mental health.
Emotional
a lot
trauma,
of it is PTSD,
unhealed emotional
from being
trauma,
angry,
mental health.
from being angry with their mother, their
And then you're
father,
in
and all
survival
the different
mode.
issues that they've dealt with all their lives as children. They grew up being angry.
But that don't mean you take it out on everybody else all the
if
time.
they angry, they don't give a fuck.
But you have
Yeah, they
to
just
want
don't.
to
Yeah,
change.
They don't give a fuck.
They acting on impulse. They just acting the fuck on impulse, man.
Yes.
They,
And Nadir said, conflict
people-
resolution, brothers. You only get one life. So how many lives do we have to take in order for you to live?
I love
Go ahead, read it
Nadir.
again.
Yeah, one more time for me.
All right, question again, Nadir. For the young brothers. Conflict resolution, brothers. You only get one life. So how many lives do we have to take in order to live?
I mean, what like?
Some people don't get it right in this lifetime, so they come back and relearn the lessons. And that's karma.
Yeah, yes,
Hey,
right.
chef.
Listen, everybody's not gonna get it.
Chef,
everybody's not gonna get it.
Right, listen,
Right.
That's just what it is. Everybody's not gonna get it right. It just comes with the territory.
You have to want to make that
Everybody not
change,
gonna get it. Everybody
conscious
not gonna get it right.
decision.
That's what I was like. I couldn't really answer. But it comes with yourself. Like you have to
Maturity.
At the
That's
end
right.
Of the day, like you have to want to change or have to want to better yourself or better your community as a whole.
You
Right.
gotta remember what he just said. You gotta remember they out here killing each other over like
Nathan.
Because they're
Not
in
even-
survival
it's not
mode.
maturity.
Just
Like,
because you got
Weird
laughed
shit.
at. Just
not even.
nonsense.
It's not even
I
that.
know, this is
Like
stuff
a
I dealt
social
with.
media beef. They
Somebody
say-
actually
Yeah.
told me killed
See-
did it because they
See,
laughed
like,
at him.
like because of the COVID going on, you know, some people is like they feel as like they OCD too clean, you too close. You get close to somebody just reaching over the. Let me grab
Could
this
be
soda right
anything.
here.
Going on too.
Let me open the refrigerator right here.
Rising and things.
That's another thing too.
Yeah, that's they-
And then
you're
you still got-
But but you said the right word. They using that as an excuse. You said the right
You
word.
shouldn't
That
be
ain't
the hell
an excuse.
outside.
Yeah.
Really though.
You shouldn't be outside. That's just attention. A lot of
Everybody
times when
gotta
people
go
start that,
outside.
It's because they're attention seekers. They want to have something to say, so that's the best thing they can say out their mouth.
Everybody got to go outside. Nobody wants to sit in the house right
Yeah,
now.
but don't
It's
complain when
hot.
people come near you. Don't give them the opportunity.
That's the choices that
That's
people
real
make.
right there. That's real. That's real.
It's a lot of that victim mentality.
Yeah, that victim mentality shit. Yeah, that victim mentality shit is like is off the chains right now. But he said, but like he just said, it's an excuse.
Yeah.
It is. It definitely
He used
is.
the right words. It's an excuse. That's what that shit be. You know, you already mad about a whole bunch of other shit, and that he just gave you an excuse to act
Yep,
out
just
on
to
that.
pop off.
Right.
That was the
You know,
put the cherry
that's
on
what
the.
that shit was.
That's because you
that's
don't
all
have
it is.
self-control. People don't have self-control.
At
Like,
all.
why was that last? You
Self-control
gonna let
and
that last?
self-respect.
Yeah, why are you gonna
That
let that
self-respect
last
shit,
thing
well,
throw
let me
you
tell you something.
over the
That
edge and
self-respect
end up
will go a long
doing
way,
something
because you have
stupid?
self-respect, you wouldn't be doing half of the shit you're doing.
Right.
At all.
That's life. And
That's-
it's life.
At all.
I'm
That's
about
the
to say
right-
that
that's
just go
the
with
word-
life,
that's the-
period.
that's the
Not even
word
just
right
with
there,
the
too, that
topic we
self-respect.
speaking on. That
Well,
goes
if you
with
had
life.
heart or light in your chest, period, if you had some type of humanity, it wouldn't be happening. But everybody just lost all faith in all humanity.
It's what's going on around, what's being put in front of us. Not even more so in
We're-
front of us. What they more so focusing on, like y'all said earlier, they only focusing on this killing, or this that.
We're
and the third.
programmed.
But it's like, what about the old lady who need her front yard done that she done paid the city to do? Y'all supposed to come out here and did it. It's been like this for a year. You see what I'm saying? Y'all ain't
But that's
speaking on
that-
that.
but
Y'all
that's
ain't
what-
speak on the people around the neighborhood that came and put that together for her, or got water rights out here. Giving it out to
That's
the kids.
real.
They still make it a
Real.
problem. Oh, you need a license for that, bro.
But-
I ain't even selling
but
it. I'm giving it
absolute-
out to the community.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just they don't. It's anything that look like it's gonna go right or be a big thing. It's over.
Oh, it's definitely strategic.
But that don't mean
Strategic.
stop. You just gotta go about it a different way.
Facts.
Because that's what
Facts.
happens a lot too. Like we
but-
stop
But I'm gonna tell you right now, though, right? The fact that the
instead of
FBI
fighting.
The fact that the FBI has descended on Philly like this. Listen, they about ready to listen. People don't realize what just happened by them putting that whole FBI program together to stop all these killings in Philly. They about ready to lock up every motherfucking young
And
black
that-
person.
exactly.
Let me tell you something. They don't even realize what's going to happen.
Exactly.
They don't even
No,
realize how bad
peep
this
it.
shit get ready to get. Because the thing
It
about
is.
the thing about the feds, they giving you the kind of time where as though you're gonna be an old ass man when you get home.
Exactly.
They're gonna make it so by the time you
But-
do get out, you're not gonna want to do none of that shit.
You gotta remember when slavery, and the way I'm looking at it now, and it actually has been in my head for the past week or two, especially the stuff I've been exposed to. You know, watching our young men just go to jail because they were still enslaved. Watching our young women tricking and dancing and all that stuff because we're still enslaved. It's all we're still enslaved.
That's true. That's
A lot of it's a mindset.
A lot of them they're out there selling drugs and going to
That's
jail
real. That's
so they
real.
could buy cool sneaks, cool whatever from the white man.
That's real.
And it's like we're still either way we're on the streets or we're not, or we're in jail. We're still giving them a paycheck every day.
Because it's a lot of black-owned businesses.
Yeah, it
that
is.
a
But I'm
lot
talking
of
about, I'm
people
talking about the
don't even-
masses. I'm talking about the masses.
But
I'm
that's
talking
true
about the
too, the
masses. 90% of our money is spent in the white man's stores. I'm talking about in all.
Yeah,
So,
that's
but we're
right.
killing ourselves
And
to
that's
go
the
buy
crazy
these
part
white
about it.
people
We give 'em all that-
products.
we give 'em all
and
that
go-
money,
and we're
y'all.
And
going
then
to
it'd be
jail
crazy
for it.
because then when
We
we
are
get to
still
that when we get up there and get to that
It's-
level,
it's mass
we
incarceration.
still try to like not pull our own
The next
kind up.
person up, yeah.
We got them so stuck. No, you can't bring everybody. You can't do.
Oh, I learned
You
that.
made it.
You
You
can't.
got to leave though, bro. You got to leave. No, all right, I understand what you're saying. I have to adapt to a different environment or expand my horizon. But at the end of the day, I still want to show them who's behind, so they can show the next and the next and the next.
But the bad part about that is that, And you just said it. The bad part about that is that, like the crabs in the barrel mentality is fucking heavy. In our community,
It's disgusting.
That crabs in the barrel shit is everybody when somebody start getting up there before you, oh no, fuck that. You can't make it before me, bro. They pull you, they pull you right back down.
And then even if they don't be on that tight time, they don't try to pull you down. They just won't support you or won't show you love because
exactly.
the way it is like
they get mad. You're doing it and they're not.
Or like Dickie.
No, they're just getting mad because you're doing it and they're not. And that's why I told you I had a conversation with you to be careful because you on your way. You about to be on your way, especially with your work ethic and stuff I've already seen. You have to be careful of the people that you have around you at all times.
Listen, the bad part about it is the motherfuckers that you with all the times the ones that's really hating them. That's the part that's crazy. It's the people
but why when you hear.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Oh, my team's going.
But that's the thing. You got to pick a position. You got to pick a position.
Listen, hear me out.
To let us continue.
Even in the community side, most of them are gone because I learned that they were community scam artists, stuff, that I've been told don't deal with that person because they've done it before, but I always give somebody a second chance. Every last person, like, you see my circle evolve, even the ones I have great people with me now. And been with me for quite some time. Over the years, it took me evolving in each section, music, politically, even somebody I hired and made them be a partner, thinking they were doing a good job. He didn't want to see me overdo him in the music because as soon as I stepped in the door, I just started blowing up. Everything I was doing. But then we'll do things like having events. You're supposed to get all the artists, from Art Network. Then we'll put the flyer up, and then somebody, after getting the confirmations from him, I'll get 3 phone calls out of the 5 that's on it. It's talking about we didn't know nothing about it. What are you talking about? There's so many different ways that people can hate when they don't see themselves doing it. And that's just facts. All the stuff I've seen, especially in each one, the political, just even with politics. Look what happened to Sheriff Joe Williams. And I was standing right next to him, right by his side when he was getting those phone calls about him sexual harassment and all stuff, and it was all lies. And I told everybody it was all lies. That man don't even curse. I'm with him 24/7. That man doesn't even curse. And I told him it was lies. 3 days later, after they got who they wanted in the office, that was already running around stealing from the Carwin County, a whole bunch of other different places. The NAACP, she stole $15,000. She stole 30-something thousand from the Guardian Civic League. And 3 days after her inauguration, then the girl against Sheriff Joe Williams dropped the thing talking about, I'm sorry, he never said nothing to me. All to get in office. And that man has been doing everything for this community for 44 years. 44 years.
Who's your man?
Joe Williams.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Joe Williams.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I was waiting for him, but he's a good guy.
Don't do
a
that.
great guy. Some people have different opinions, but I know him personally.
You go down North Philly and ask some people down there that.
No, they do. I can't do it. During his campaigns and all that stuff. What's it called? I would have his button on with the other people I was campaigning for, that I was supporting, and everybody always wanted his button because he's done so much good. And that's the difference. It's good. Definitely weighs out his bad. I might have made a couple of bad decisions, but he's definitely a great dude. And just because somebody said that he did something to get him out of office and get a whole snake in there, it's done. Same thing with Councilman Jenny Blackwell. The whole story of that was Reverend during her last.
Well, Jenny's termed out though. She termed out though.
No, she had one more.
Yeah, I know, but she didn't really campaign because she knew she wasn't gonna run the next year. She didn't. She didn't go heavy. I mean, she wanted to win, of course.
No, she thought. No, I was there too. No, she thought she was gonna win.
Yeah.
She thought. And I was trying to leave her listening when I told him that. I don't care. Jeffrey was going behind his back and taking money from the other campaign. Yeah, they wouldn't listen.
That's politics, period, though.
I know it, but it's our own people. Like, they take care of their own people. That's why in South Philly and the Northeast, you don't see the PPA. Not only because they probably have less tickets than us, but it was the PPA, first of all, was designed here in Philadelphia in the early 1980s, I think 81, to pay for the school district. Now, the state took it over, so it pays for everything.
Why do we have no schools?
Because the state took it over.
What was the last governor? Not Tom Corbett. When he took all that money.
Corbett, yeah,
he took all that money from all them schools.
And private, and gave it to them charters.
It's bad.
I know the charter schools done shut down. Yeah, they all shut down. So it was a failed program, anyways.
That's why the youth act the way they act.
Exactly.
He took. He destroyed the schools.
But the whole thing is they want to spend $100 million to beautify the Parkway, but can't put $100 million in schools.
They can't even go to the library. It's nothing for the kids to do. Pools ain't open. Playgrounds.
Yeah. With that being said, Toucan, can you go ahead and give us a couple song break, and we'll be back on the social music movement. To figure out what the fuck is going on.
Straight like that.
You know my flow too radical. I got the city hysterical. I got the streets hysterical.
Thirsty about it, you heard me.
215 and
When I rap Philly though.
you can tell how I'm leaning.
When I rap Philly though.
Nobody seen it.
When I rap Philly though. Thirsty about it, you heard me.
215 and
When I rap Philly though.
you can tell how I'm leaning.
When I rap Philly though.
Top and I mean it.
When I rap Philly though. Thirsty about it, you heard me.
215 and
When I rap Philly
I'm the
though.
sun and I mean it.
When I rap Philly
I'm
though.
the one cause they need it. The Philly
When I rap
Bonnie's
Philly
remix.
though.
And we them back block runners. Can't stop, we won't stop, we young gunners. What you want from us, better take it in blood. Make us come through there and they be scraping you up. No faking with us. You better fall back, Aki. Tan Dicky on with the beef and broccoli. Headed to the poppies, get me a platter. Shots to your bladder, sing it to the after. See the way I done it and did it. And if they want it, I'm with it. Let's get jiggy with it, feel like I'm Willie. Now they screaming son of the city. You know I'm running the city like this. Bike round, pop me a Willie. Slide up, be in there and grab me a steak. Extra mayo and don't forget nasty BK. Course and strong, Philly boy, the force is with me. My boss is with me. And you don't want no problem with us. Got what it takes to rock the mic right. My flow, my dough right. They mad, that's all right. Can do this all night. Tell them spin this joint. Fully soul brother number one, I'm in this joint. And I got what it takes to rep the streets right. To shine like street lights. She grinding it right. We sliding 2 nights. You wanna be my joint. Got a Thanksgiving turkey. Might eat that joint, please. Don't sweat the technique. If they ever wanna beat the tech is in reach. South P to Northeast. I'm the underground king to hand me my trophy. Boy, please, far as uptown go, should've told them. Dudes had a run, but they just ain't son. Hey, yo, the bars hit different. My chick drip different. They rap about them things we done. We live with it, big difference. Plus, I don't do much. Spark a Dutch, stand tall, or we fold you up. I ain't even gonna hold you up. Ain't a place round the globe get cold as us. They know what's up. Now that I gave you the tips, go home, practice it quick. Find yourself in some big boy ish. Hey, yo, Broad Street police, South Street shooters. One phone call and get you parked like a Uber. Dirty South, Midwest, West Coast, they feel me though. Ain't no place like home, I rap Philly though. I rap Philly though. I rap Philly though. Dirty South, Midwest, West Coast, they feel me though. Ain't no place like home, I rap Philly though. Really though, tell the DJs better play it in the stereo. Give me something radical. You know my flow too radical. I got the city hysterical. I got the streets hysterical.
About it, you heard me.
215 and
When I rap Philly though.
you can tell how I'm leaning.
When I rap Philly though.
Nobody seen it.
When I rap Philly though.
The Philly Bonnie's remix 215 and gone.
Yeah, you know, so I just got my motherfucking weight check. Right. You know what I'm saying? We finna hit the mall. I'm getting Gucci. Right. We going to Louis Vuitton, you know what I'm saying? Silk shirts and shit, you know what I'm saying? We gonna be on Miami Beach, you know what I mean? Hitting all the hoes. I got about $5 grand left, you know what I'm saying? We on all nut shit, you know what I'm saying? Strip clubs and shit. Word. You know, that's how we do, baby. Hold on, let me call you back. I'm gonna tell my grandma to open the door.
PUA, finally got a brand on your clothes. Niggas never had no more than $5 grand in the shows. PUA, hit the plug and I was right back. You niggas spent your money all at Gucci, I ain't like that. PUA, I can't hit no lick and chase a bitch around. PUA, when she treat her baby daddy different now. PUA, everybody got the game locked. We gon' see who's still flexing when that PUA stop. PUA, finally got a brand on your clothes. Niggas never had no more than $5 grand in the shows. PUA, I hit the plug and I was right back. You niggas spent your money at Dior, I ain't like that. PUA, I can't hit no lick and chase a bitch around. PUA, yes I treat my baby mama different now. PUA, everybody got the game locked. We gon' see who's still flexing when that PUA stop. How you always with that bitch, you ain't never with your sons. Let her warm up and she gon' let me get the buns. Unemployment office giving out these different funds. Broke niggas walking around with expensive guns. Cream of the crop trying to get this damn toast. Kitchen on fire, see me grip the pan close. We run the streets, but that don't mean I spit like Santos. I'm really on a block that's not an Instagram post. Hood nigga, it's different where I live. Fake ass rapper, I can't do shit for your kids. Oh no, I ain't got it. Pussy ass nigga, you was never hard. They then gave these clowns street credit through a debit card. PUA, finally got a brand on your clothes. Niggas never had no more than $5,000 in it shows. PUA, hit the plug and I was right back. You niggas spent your money all at Gucci, I ain't like that. PUA, I can't hit no lick and chase a bitch around. PUA, who should treat her baby daddy different now? PUA, everybody got the game locked. We gon' see who's still flexing when that PUA stop. PUA, finally got a brand on your clothes. Niggas never had no more than $5,000 in it shows. PUA, I hit the plug and I was right back. You niggas spent your money at Dior, I ain't like that. PUA, I can't hit no lick and chase a bitch around. PUA, yes, I treat my baby mama different now. PUA, everybody got the game locked. We gon' see who's still flexing when that PUA stop.
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, shawty. And Walt told me he saw you the other day, bitch. Now, you can't call nobody. I mean, you been in town the whole week. You hadn't paged me, baby. What's the problem?
Flash! Dishwater. That's a fish order. Celebrity! Watch the word bubble like dishwater. Take it off the scale, that's a fish order. 13 bricks, that's a big order. Selling us cold like wrist water. Watch the word bubble like dishwater. Take it off the scale, that's a fish order. 13 bricks, that's a big order. Selling us cold like wrist water. We be in the trap all day. Fuck it up, trying to make it back all day. My man got the strap all day. Pot 10 perks, so he scratch all day. Bitch, you know he sell that, yeah. If you out of town, know he mail that, yeah. Pull you on rabbit, you can smell that, yeah. Rocks out there, got the fiends like, yeah. Whoa, ready set green like go. Glock on me and I'm snap out. Squeeze on that till he tab out. Never catch a body to trap house. Chamberlain catch that body. Ain't nobody see who shot it. You ain't never killed nobody. And none of y'all guns got bodies. Watch the word bubble like dishwater. Take it off the scale, that's a fish order. 13 bricks, that's a big order. Selling us cold like wrist water. Watch the word bubble like dishwater. Take it off the scale, that's a fish order. 13 bricks, that's a big order. Selling us cold like wrist water. Niggas always snitching like Alpo. Dog food, yeah, we sell Alpo. Catch him going out like an outro. I ain't on the mill, suck him out though. It was all good, watch him off though. Bad little bitch, watch the spouse though. Heard you got in, where's that though? Why your end don't smell like out though? Why you always short when you re-up? You know it's time to score when you D-up. Your man a big bitch like Medea. You know he move out like Delisa. Ride around town in the GS. Head to FN for the BS. And we move work, nigga PS. Drop the work off UPS. Watch the word bubble like dishwater. Take it off the scale, that's a fish order. 13 bricks, that's a big order.
Blockaware Radio.
Watch the word bubble like dishwater. Take it off the scale, that's a fish order. 13 bricks, that's a big order. Selling us coat like wrist water.
Blockaware Radio.
Hey, Don Groove. Call Collider. Razor, what's up? Nigga, you low. Nobody know. Everywhere that I go. Stamp like the post. Don't make us exposed. Don't make us exposed. Don't make us exposed. Don't make us exposed. Arguments with my brother, that shit that we go. But if you fuck with my brother, we coming to smoke. Don't make us exposed. Don't make us exposed. Don't make us exposed. Don't make us exposed.
Yeah, the bigger the lie, the more they believe. I got a chop out wear on my sleeve. I know some niggas, they kill you, then leave. You see the gun, you begging me, please. Yeah. They take a show, I run with the thieves. I make a call, he come with the keys. Niggas a rat, he run with the fleas. I get you killed, they do it with ease. You wanna hit, and come with the fees. For Bruni, my bro, that shit is for free.
Nigga, you low, nobody knows. Everywhere that I go, stamp like the post. Don't make us exposed. Don't make us exposed. Don't make us exposed. Don't make us exposed. Arguments with my brother, that shit that we go. But if you fuck with my brother, we coming to smoke. Don't make us exposed. Don't make us exposed. Don't make us exposed. Don't make us exposed. Toting is stainless. Don't tell my young niggas be safe. I tell them be dangerous. Shooting out like the Rangers. Body drop, they blame us. Cause we make niggas famous. Ayy, razor, bomber, clip shaped like a comma. Keep screaming where you from. And that's where we gon' line ya.
Tripping from your designer. We respect all the money. Loyalty is what we honor. Gang. Nigga, you low. Nobody knows. Every way that I go, stamp like the post. Don't make us exposed. Don't make us exposed. Don't make us exposed. Don't make us exposed. Arguments with my brother, that shit that we go. But if you fuck with my brother, we coming to smoke. Don't make us exposed. Don't make us exposed. Don't make us exposed. Don't make us exposed. Hey.
This is it, wop, wop, wop. For my shakers and movers, the type that bring it right to you. Black magic is voodoo. Cop a crib in Aruba, still watch for intruders. Because they sicker when you cooler, watch how I'm moving. Take my daughter to school with the Ruger, they tough for computers. Play the block on the scooters, move 20 bundles in 20 minutes. Order Buddha, a blessing I'm living. God gave us tunnel vision, been the man in my city. What the hell is they riffing? I'm sexing the different. Throw that back in the rhythm, throw my mics back on and get right back to business. Corners be calling me, it seemed like the killer's haunting me. Been that way since like Cooley High Harmony. Boys to men, I get my paper and blend. With my brother Del Peasy, West P to the ends. We the reason Philly back in the race again. Lyrics still matter, player, time to tell them again. The son in the wordsmith, and this for my whole clique. The ones that don't miss, sip on the whole fifth. Hit a lick, take a chick on a 5-day trip. Master Jazz on the track, baby bop, this is it. This is it, walk, reppin' for that PHI. This is lit, down piece under the 215.
It's a hit, yup, DJs turn it up high. It's time to prove to them hip-hop is still alive.
This is it, walk, reppin' for that PHI. This is lit, down piece under the 215.
It's a hit, yup, DJs turn it up high. It's time to prove to them hip-hop is still alive. Just another day up at the office, hip-hop at its purest. Talking native, talking rockets, they asked so we bought it. No hassle classics recorded. The truth being you can have an impact on the market. Message the posers, never let the devil control us. They sketchy with motives, but we keep a heavy focus. Consistent, persistent, until we get richer than Nixon. Ducking opposition won't get me messed up in the system. Clean the breeze, smelling like that D&G and Creed. Number one's up on my feet, comfortable as I can be. I'm from WEST, X around by King Peace. I'm a Spartan baller like Mateen Cleaves. Since a teen, I had supreme schemes while they hating, commentating. A bunch of mean jeans from the sideline. Success or nothing, that's the guideline. For 21, we going prime time, huh?
This is it, walk, reppin' for that PHI. This is lit, down piece under the 215.
It's a hit, yup, DJs turn it up high. It's time to prove to them hip-hop is still alive.
This is it, walk, reppin' for that PHI. This is lit, down piece under the 215.
It's a hit, yup, DJs turn it up high. It's time to prove to them hip-hop is still alive.
The PHI, we ain't buzzing in they lies. Since most wanted, John Chaney or AI. Contact my booking, bring the soul like what you cooking. The type of crook that shut you down while everybody's looking.
Got the dollar shookin', no slowing down, it's constant pushing. From M Block to Woodland, known for selling guys like Brooklyn. Major fact, A1 credit, the game is packed. They might not like us, but they can never say we whack.
Pants still sagging, paper got my mink dragging. Different tax bracket, got the pump for you asthmatics. We with all the static, but you dudes never had it truly yours. See the whole board like it's panoramic.
They can't stand it, gotta know we true to this profession. Ride to the death like a funeral procession. The Son and King Bees, who was you expecting? Turn it up high, this type of music is a blessing.
This is it, walk, reppin' for that PHI. This is lit, down piece under the 215.
It's a hit, yup, DJs turn it up high. It's time to prove to them hip-hop is still alive.
This is it, walk, reppin' for that PHI. This is lit, down piece under the 215.
It's a hit, yup, DJs turn it up high. It's time to prove to them hip-hop is still alive.
This is it, walk. Stay up in the office. This is it, walk.
Talking native, talking rocket.
This is it, walk.
Richard and Nixon.
This is it, walk.
Don't get me mixed up in the system.
Damn, that was abrupt. My bad. We're back on the Social Music Movement podcast put on by the City of Dreams Coalition and Sister Taleah. I am the RPX. And I'm going to take a moment to promote myself. Make sure you tune in to my show, The X Radio, here on Glockaware Thursdays at 6 p.m. Tomorrow we have Cap from Euphoria Water. And so if you're interested in health, wealth, and all that good stuff, it is the place to tune into tomorrow, The X Radio, Thursday, 6 p.m. So we are back on the Social Music Movement podcast. Sister Taleah is so in her live. But we are available live on YouTube right now, so go ahead and subscribe to Glockaware first and foremost, and go ahead search, click the live link, check us out.
Yes, I'm live. Gotta talk to my folks. Trilogy. Del P's on the live. What's good,
Del P, first of all, sis, please get on the mic. Del P,
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna tell you, bro, we just talked you right up. And congratulations, we heard you're in a movie. I know you got a lot of good things popping as always. And just shout out to you for your authenticity and strive and determination to stay true to self and not, let the other folks in the music industry influence you one way or the other. Unless it's
facts.
positive, of course.
Absolutely. You stay true to self, and that's what's more important. And that's what when you have integrity like that. That's what that's what gets you noticed. That's and today we have another guy, my guy, Hollywood him, that's killing the fucking stages right now, point blank, period. That we dropping the wheels. Come on, big guy.
What's up, him?
What's going on?
We
yo?
got Hollywood
What belong
him.
to?
Me. His love spell. It's a woman's.
A love spell?
Yes.
That you put on people?
That's the secret. That's why you got him going crazy.
Well, Terrence had to tell him that I've been had stalkers since I was 13. Oh, that's crazy how it said the universe
Because
just
you
works.
use that love potion shit.
It smells good.
I'll take your word for it.
But yes, guys, I'm happy to announce Hollywood him officially to the team as his manager, PR person, because really he's a boss. He doesn't need a manager. I keep trying to tell him that. But he just needs somebody in his corner, like everyone does. Because he's just smoking everything on different levels. And also, you just heard from my good friend, dear friend of almost 30 years, Terrence Takeem, about our movie, Who Killed George Floyd. And then you're also on the soundtrack as well with Del P.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Tell us about that. How does that feel?
You know what I'm saying? I got like
Get you
a
every
couple
time.
more movies coming out too. I'm on a probe series.
Mm-hmm.
And
Speaking of the mic, Cam.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Put your headphones on,
This
man.
one will. All right, say less.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
It feel good to have another movie coming out and shit. I mean, when George got murdered, that's the correct name, right?
Child, please don't get to me lying.
When George got murdered.
the movie
When George got
Floyd
when George
actually
got murdered.
Y'all
got
on a
song in the
project. Come
movie.
on, get it together, man.
Man, look, I mess names up. I
do
tears
too.
them up.
That's why I
People
gotta
like
write
be
it
feeling
down.
offended.
This
if
will
I
be my
don't
fourth movie out.
There you go.
Yep.
What else
So,
you got?
He's been working on a lot of different projects. Coming up.
Hip hop video game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on a hip hop video game
We
coming
got
out.
Hip Hop 1987 coming up.
Yeah, the tour.
Yep, we got the tour for that coming
Yeah.
up.
We gonna be moving around in the South, starting like June the 21st.
Mm-hmm. And then what else do we have? We also have the
My
Make
birthday.
a Bag Mondays.
Yeah, for sure. That shit gonna be lit. We got Young Cash Capri coming this Monday, and a couple of us.
Yep. So it's definitely gonna be a
Few surprises.
Yeah, few surprises. I know it is gonna be Monday because it's just this past Monday was bananas.
It was crazy.
It's completely
That
bananas.
shit was a vibe.
Yeah, it was. It's definitely a vibe. Vibe of good people. Shout out to Freeway. Kevin
Benny the
1122,
Butcher.
Son of 215, Benny the
Yeah.
Butcher, Goo Glizzy and the Glizzy
Goo
Gang. I
Young
am he.
Chris, Eden S,
Yeah, Young Chris and what's his face
Uncle
came?
Buck.
Uncle Buck,
Yeah, Buck Wild. Yeah, Buck the
Yeah.
fuck Wild. That's my guy. He had me
Siani
fucking
Love,
dying.
DJ
Yeah, I
Siani
saw
Love,
Siani.
Yeah, there was a lot
Sad
of
Brick.
appearances.
one of the top PR ladies out here
See,
too.
that's what happens, celebrity. Yes, that's
Too
what
many good
happens.
names.
Yes, and definitely salute Celebrity Flash. He had
The whole
a banger
BSM.
on that
Yeah.
stage. He was killing that shit.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
want to know what the name of that song is. That joint was fire.
With
It was.
the
Oh,
PP.
Corner Boy.
Which
Oh,
is
that's
PPP.
the
PPP. I
That
think
PPP
it's
is
That
banging.
joint was stuck
Glockaware
in my
bangs
head.
that joint.
That joint stuck in my head.
Yeah,
now.
that shit was
That was a
wild.
Yeah.
rap.
Mm-hmm.
That was a Walaikum assalam. A celebrity flash.
Oh, walaikum assalam,
Yup.
boy. You know we holding it down, man.
Oh, Del P answered us for us. He said when George got murdered.
Yeah, when George got murdered.
Del, you know I'm horrible with names. Everybody
Y'all
knows I'm
might see
horrible
my
with names.
face in there somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be everywhere, especially with us. Doing the promos, doing the PR work, and the social media work, and the soundtrack now. So, soon we're gonna be asking for submissions. At City of Dreams Coalition, we'll be asking for submissions for not only the when George got murdered, but for all his upcoming movies and projects. We'll be doing all the soundtracks and all the social media for each and every one. So, we about to get real busy. Yeah. Real busy. So tell us a little bit about Woo.
Woo, it's taking over, man.
It is.
That's what's going on. This shit really getting big. Like, it's on some shit. You know what I'm saying? And we got everybody fucking with the little, you know what I mean?
Yep.
For the people that's too cool to really move and shit, we got something for y'all too, man.
Yep, facts.
This Saturday, I'm be celebrating my birthday. It's my pre-birthday party. This is not my big John, but I'm doing my pre-party with 42 Dub.
Wait, it's Saturday?
Yeah.
Thought we was doing it Monday.
No,
He said this is the
different.
pre-party.
It's a pre-party.
It's a
warm-up.
pre-party.
Let's say, okay, so how long
shit.
are we doing the month-long celebration thing?
I don't know.
Yeah, I know how it
goes,
goes. And it's summertime.
I definitely got a couple different bashes coming up, and they're gonna be lit.
I gotta get some more outfits in.
Yeah.
Yes, we gotta get ready.
Talking you.
All right.
It's time.
Look, I be trying to figure out what am I gonna wear to these, because all the
some of them
be
aren't
half naked.
Some of them
Or
aren't worth
naked.
dressing for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're just regular. Some regular, but you gotta pop out with something like depending on the occasion.
Shouts to the Hines Bros too, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, the
doing
Hines.
some work with them. You know what I mean? I'm actually doing a podcast with them tonight. Shit gonna be a movie.
Yep.
Nice.
And then you got Paulie and the Gang later.
Paulie and the Gang podcast today.
But we get
Glockaware Radio
we get
right
to
now.
introduce and drop the new video though on the Social Music Movement podcast.
Video premiere.
Yes, the video
Hollywood
premiere
Him.
will be.
Well,
right here.
we premiering it here.
Glockaware
Radio.
And then we're taking all around the
BT
world.
gonna premiere it. So,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? Just stay tuned. That's a big video. That shit
It
hard.
is. That joint
Shit
crazy.
tough. I
It
made
definitely
sure
is.
that, you know what I mean, that Wu lived up to the hype. That shit, you know what I mean? I think y'all gonna appreciate it.
Absolutely. Facts. Especially when you see him on the stage, all our little baddies.
All baddies in this
all
shit, too,
baddies.
for sure.
All baddies. All baddies. Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Facts. Toucan, we're going to drop the premiere, the video premiere?
He's ready. Go
You
ahead
ready
and
for us? Let's
introduce
go.
it him.
Oh, man,
Hit
it's that
single,
Wu right
Wu.
here, man. Hit single. This shit smoking out here. Shit going crazy, man. Don't be the last to find out.
I know that's right, celebrity.
You might see me in that woo, woo, woo. Bitches on my top, cause that thing ain't got no roof. You might see me in that woo, woo, woo. Haters taking shots, but I'm feeling bulletproof. You might see me in that woo, woo, woo. Fuck a 4-door baby girl, that's a coupe. You might see me in that woo, woo, woo. 180 on the dash, but this thing don't a deuce. Yeah, MIA riding the coupe, status high as the roof. See me better salute. Baddies know I'm the truth. Baddies know that I'm cute. Ladies know I'm a bag. Niggas know I'm a shoot. Babes loving the swag. They love that I'm lit. Loving the drip. Loving the kicks. Know I'm the shit. Ice on my neck. Ice on my wrist. Look how it hit. They let it I'm ball. Let it I'm it. Look at my fit. Nose to toe. You might see me in it. Woo. 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 Bitches on my top. Cause that thing ain't got no roof. You might see me in it. Woo. 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 Haters taking shots. But I'm feeling bulletproof. You might see me in it. Woo. Woo, woo. Fuck a 4-door baby girl, that's a coupe. You might see me in that woo, woo, woo. 180 on the dash, but this thing don't a deuce. Dreams to reality, living proof, the roof poof. Disappeared, then reappeared, no spoof. It took years, now I'm here, no goof. Well prepared in my mind, clear, no goose. Yeah, I'm right here, gon' shoot. I ain't never scared, yeah, I'm right here with my booty in it. Woo, woo, woo. Bitches on my top, cause that thing ain't got no roof. You might see me in that woo, woo, woo.
what y'all think.
That drum was super dope. Super dope.
I recognize that butterfly.
I thought I recognized it from the other night too. But I didn't realize the butterfly was on the right side.
Yeah, it was. And see, attention to detail. It's very important. It was, but see, they transposed it. I said the same thing.
Facts.
Said they recognize
The butterfly.
You
Tell
right,
her, yeah.
Definitely recognize the butterfly.
Yeah. Fly
Yeah,
away,
so,
baby.
Yeah, so let's talk about, first of all, let's get in order everything we got coming up. So we got Saturday.
Yeah.
And it's Bucks Rack City?
Yeah, Bucks Rack City this Saturday.
Okay.
Pre-birthday bash with 42 Dub. You know what I mean? Shouts to the Hines brothers for making me a part of that. Then Monday we got Make a Bag. Monday we bringing out Young Cash Capri. No Corvette. You know what I'm saying? And a host of others. We definitely got a few surprises with that. Then my birthday is going to be on June 2nd. So I'm doing something real
Is that
epic
the actual
for that.
day?
Yeah, that's the actual day.
All right.
So I'm doing something real lit for my
6/2.
birthday. So, you know what I mean? I'm inviting y'all all out. You know what I mean? Shit going to be up. We going to have fun.
For the rest of the month.
Yeah. And then in June, you know, I think we bringing Tusi here on the 10th. Is it the 10th? Yeah, we bringing Tusi, the rapper, Love Cycle. We bringing him here on the 10th. And it's like other little stuff in between. But I know June the 21st, we're going to be in Dallas?
Yep, Dallas.
Is it Dallas?
Yep,
Dallas.
Dallas. That's the first stop is Dallas. First stop is Dallas.
23rd, we in Austin, Texas. The 25th, we in Houston. 25th, we in Houston. So.
Yep. So definitely we're gonna be, doing a lot of promos
Yeah.
out there, radio stations. We definitely gonna connect with all the heavy hitters. Already reached out to DJ Fleet.
We gotta get back out to Nashville, Tennessee, and Louisville, Kentucky.
I heard
And,
Nashville is a dope music scene.
Yeah, it's
Like
dope. It's
regardless,
lit.
furthermore beyond like the country scene. I
They
heard
show
it's
so much
poppin',
love out
yeah.
there. Like, you know what I mean? DJ Kane, DJ Chill Will, you know what I'm saying? Like the Coalition DJs. You know what I mean?
Yep. That's why.
DJ Holla.
Yeah, well,
They
actually.
show crazy love. Shouts to DJ Dells down in Atlanta. He running my record. Crazy, you know what I mean? Woo shit catching fire down there too. I got several little spots out there and shit. Shouts to DJ Foot up in VA. Shouts to DJ All Star fucking with me in New York. And actually Buffalo is like my
Buffalo's
number one
streaming for
market
you.
for our
It
streams
is.
and shit. They fucking with me tough.
Heavy
It's
up
Buffalo, then I know it's like Atlanta,
Buffalo, Chicago.
Buffalo, Chicago, Atlanta,
I
Philadelphia.
already know where this is going. That means he's on tour soon.
Very soon. Very soon. Tour is
And
coming.
you know, might see me at Made in America.
You already know I'm on it.
Never
I'm
know.
on it. I'm on it.
Might see
I'm
me
on
at
it.
Rolling Loud. Might see me at the AC3.
Yep, so I'm definitely taking off for the rest of this week. You guys will see I got a lot of work to do. On top of all the lot of work I already do. So you're going to be seeing a lot of people stepping up.
Shit on the radio too right now. You know what I mean? Shout out to 100.3 FM for, you know what I mean, for showing that love. And, shouts to DJ Diamond Cut. You know what I'm saying? We moving over to Power 99. And
Yep.
shouts to DJ
And
Ghost.
Q102,
We definitely moving over to.
96.5.
For sure.
And then, of course, you already know it's going to be in the new movie. When
Yeah.
George, what is it?
When George got murdered.
When George got murdered, and Diamond Cut's got a feature as well in
Yeah,
that
so,
movie.
we got, Diamond Cut's got the feature, and so, of course, we're going to play Philly. Support Philly, It's going to be in the background of her scene. So,
Yeah, I got like
thank
6
you, Terrence
movies
T.
now. I'm in like 6.
Come on, run them down.
Run them
movies.
down.
Well, the biggest one is Jason's Letter is out on Star, starring Vivica Fox and shit. But, the role's going to get better.
Yeah. No, the role's definitely going to get better.
Role's
Definitely
going to get better, man. The acting vibe is like something completely different. Like, I'm be honest, like, I feel like the fame don't compare.
What do you mean?
The acting shit is like, man, my first movie premiere, that shit was so lit. Like, I can't even describe it.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
So
But like
lit,
the
man.
fame and all that stuff?
Yeah, it's like, it's something different.
Well, like people are
They're more appreciative of the art. Like I've been to a couple movie
That's true.
premieres where the whole they sold out the whole situation, and it was just so much love and appreciation from everybody. It wasn't the folks that are just standing there like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that was cool.
Everybody fuck with you. Hey, listen, y'all ever get the opportunity to act or get some roles? Do your thing, man. You hear me? I'm letting y'all know too. Like, you get an opportunity to get on that screen,
Yeah,
man.
give him some jewels. Drop some
Telling
jewels.
you, man,
We over here
that's it.
Scuba yachts.
Even if you ain't gotta have the biggest role in a movie, just get yourself on that screen somehow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even
get in
if-
them credits. Make sure you get the credits and all that shit. You know what I mean, if you can accumulate some residual income off of it, make it happen.
Yep. Facts. But
If
sometimes
that's
you gotta
not the
put that
case,
work in first.
sometimes you know what I mean it's like what it's called
You gotta get exposure though.
yeah.
He has to get
it's like-
exposure. Like a lot of people, you have to know that you have to get exposure. And I was just talking to a couple artists earlier, and they keep asking me to manage them. I keep saying no because, when I ask them, to get ready to do this, get ready to do that, oh no, I'm going away for the weekend. I'm not gonna work harder for nobody than they work for themselves. That's one thing about Himothy, as Philadelphia wants to call you right now.
What's up, Mel?
You are a businessman. First and foremost, you're a businessman, and the craft and that's what I respect about you is the craft, a craft that you show, true craft about it. This is your life. It's what you enjoy to do as well, but this is your life, and that you put that work in. I watch you all day, 18, 19, 20 hours a day. Right?
I don't stop. And I really
to the next, and he just don't stop. I'm like,
really,
okay,
really help who I can.
He's on my type time, so
Yeah, I really be out here with these artists. You know what I'm saying? I don't be selling them no dreams. I don't be no cap. I ain't trying to get over on them. I ain't trying to do none of that. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't know that I do work for one of the biggest record labels in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they respect my hand like they made me president A&R of a new company. I work for Jack Jarman and Kevin Lyles. Even as a boss, I still work for, bigger bosses. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, facts. And sometimes it's
and,
necessary.
a lot of people don't know I'm the one that took Bride Grader to 300 and sat down with Kevin Lyles and Jack Jarman. You know what I'm saying? We did the meeting on Bride Grader situation. Was there. A lot of people don't know. I went up there with Diamond Street King. I took Lil Graham to 300. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We sat down with all the bosses, man.
But see, that's again exposure. Like, it's great to do these showcases and things of that sort.
They respect if I
but
say
you got to
something hot.
make
That's
sure
what
it
they
makes
respect.
sense and that you're going to be seen. If you're not going to be seen, then it turns into a hobby. Because you're not doing it for exposure, just a small little exposure on your Instagram, your 4-block radius. But you got to start doing showcases and different events that will showcase your talent to a lot more people.
I be
Like
telling
producers, engineers, but they don't want to listen.
I tell them, you can't show up to even if you come into a showcase or if you got put on a concert, whatever type thing going on where you actually coming up there to perform. Why is y'all coming by yourself? Like, only way you come by yourself is if you fucking Chris Brown or somebody.
Okay.
That's the only way you come by yourself if you try and represent, if you try and get on, because motherfuckers respect movements. That's what's going on. That's like the artist Scuba and shit. Like, he came through, put his motherfucking thing down, him and his team. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers came through. It's a movement. You know what I'm saying?
It's a movement. But,
and all the artists that opened up for us this Monday, they really got a chance to perform in front of the stars.
Yeah, in front of the
You know what I'm
stars,
saying?
and they were
In
all
front of the
watching.
stars.
They were all watching.
It wasn't like, no, damn, you gonna get to open up, but you go on at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, you're doing it, but nobody
But
sees you.
Nobody sees you. Not nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying? No, we ain't doing like that, man. We made sure that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, make
it was
sure
stars
you're
in the
seen
building.
by the
It was a
right
lot of star
people.
power in the building.
That's the part that counts. I can't do more for you.
It ran to the very end.
And it's so crazy because, like, we beat our expectations and shit, like, far as the people and shit. Like, a lot of people came out.
Yeah,
man.
but it's the people that came out. The people of substance and it's regular people, but it's just different people from different walks of life, and that's what I was impressed with.
Yeah.
That was different people from different walks of life. You can see the I don't know, like the hippies types. I was like,
I'll
okay,
tell
what
you
they doing here?
Let me tell you some real game too, right? When y'all get in front of the big dogs up at the labels, right? Don't sit back and be cool like you made it.
Yeah.
Don't get up there and
just
just be cool letting your music play. You better get up there and perform that shit and sell that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I took several artists up to see if they get deals. I put my neck on the line I put them before me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just to try to help other motherfuckers get on. So I'm telling you, if you get that shot, if you get up there, don't go up there like you got this shit hands down, cause you don't got it.
You don't.
You don't got it. You here and you got opportunity, but you got to cash out on the opportunity. Go look at the artists that went before you. Go look at the Bobby Smurders. Go look at the Black Youngsters and these type bulls and see what they brought to the table and see if you can, take a page out their book, add it into what you got going on, and see if you can go in there and sell that shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I just did a meeting with, I just did a label deal for the two of the artists that I personally manage, and we sat down with Sony Music.
Sony.
And they made 2 offers for both of my artists and shit, right? Shit was cool, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that window's still open, far as I know, but like, all money ain't good money.
It's not a lot, especially if they're gonna lock you in and you're not gonna benefit from it. Yeah. A lot of you young artists, you gotta see make sure it benefits you, not just them. And like, to them, you're just business. They don't give a fuck about you, for real.
In them label meetings and shit, I handle myself very well. So like, if y'all come for me, make sure you know what you know. You know what I'm saying? Because this ain't that. You know what I'm saying? I know what I know too. So for the most part, like, you can't just tell me anything. You know what I'm saying? Why would I take a deal for some money that I could just hand an artist out my pocket? You know what I'm saying? Yep. Like, so come talking correct and, speak some good numbers and all that type shit.
But that's when they don't have good intentions in the first place, because they would want you to have what you're supposed to have. So that means that just gives you the first red flag. They don't want that for you. So that being said, Scuba, meeting Scuba through us working together now. And the different array of people, including Terrence T, which is still fucking wild to me, completely wild to me.
Shit about networking.
Yeah, it is. It's always about networking. It's 70% networking and only 30% business. Music. It's only 30% music and 70% networking.
I don't see how a lot of artists come to like showcases and all that shit and be too cool to talk to motherfuckers.
To talk to
all,
people,
all
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've had artists that would come to even my community events and like, no, I gotta leave a presence felt. If you don't go sit your ass down somewhere, but you can't come clap for everybody else and you want to go sit in the back, that's why you get no more slots.
Gotta support the other artists.
You get no more slots, and those are the ones like I pay attention. So that's what I be paying attention to when I start.
I pay attention to everything.
Who I give the stuff to. Best believe I pay attention to social media. I might not be on it all the time. But I pay attention to who is supporting each other, who is just waiting for people to like their stuff but not supporting the next person. I pay attention to all that. I pay attention to people supporting each other in even the small venues. I still pay attention. That's why y'all to hear me take the mic for wherever I'm at and tell y'all to start clapping. Because it's you're supposed to support the next artist anyways. Period. And Philly, we really got to get better with that.
Folks have to just be serious about their craft and that they want a business. Thanks for announcing that. So, like how they conduct business, how they speak to you, how is everything? Do you have like your own email just for to send your music back and forth? Is your stuff labeled properly? Like all of that stuff so matters. So matters.
Yeah, that's why another big important part, which me realizing that every time I ask somebody for an email address or ask them for something, they don't have none of that stuff. And guess what? Nobody took them to the side to make sure they did. So instead, that's also going to be something that's going to be added on to our programs over at the house, which we're moving into in a couple weeks. Actually, is moving. I off the phone with them this morning. It's moving faster than I thought. They're, Biggs and a few other people have been taking care of stuff in my absence while I've been running around doing other things. So we got some of the construction crews. We got a lot of stuff going. So with that being said, that will be added. The portfolios and all that stuff will be going over at the headquarters, at City of Dreams headquarters.
One of the
that being said,
we are also in conjunction with the City of Dreams Coalition programs. We're also partnered with the Freedom Thinkers Academy, which is
Philly Freeway.
Philly Freeway. So right now we have flyers available, and we'll post these as well. They have classes, online, live, instructor-led classes. So you're not left to yourself. You'll actually have somebody helping you along the way. But you can do it from the convenience of your home. So the classes are 7 to 10 p.m. If you're interested, make sure you go to the freedomthinkersacademy.com.
Yep. Facts. And the reason why, and we have the studios as well.
Definitely got the studios.
Yeah, we got
and they nice. what I'm saying? Anybody needs studio
already
time, y'all
famous
can DM
studios.
Sister Taleah.
Yep, so
DM
any of my
myself.
guys or any of my folks, just DM me. We also got DJ Pooh G's, but you guys are
And I got a
running
lit ass
crazy.
engineer.
So we also have
Lit.
yeah, you
Lit
guys,
engineer
lit, and, your tone, yeah.
that everybody wants to work with. You know what I'm saying? Huh? Yeah, absolutely.
I'm
I'm gonna explain it to you and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's the whole thing. We make sure
he
that
do the
all
mix,
the
master,
artists get
everything.
taken
How can they book a sesh?
Mayor.
Y'all can DM. Y'all can DM Rose. Y'all can DM Sister Taleah myself.
Yep.
I like
Hollywood
how you
him.
put that on me.
But also, the STEM Workforce Center. The reason why this is so hits home to me, also for the children and for the young folks, because these are the four. With Freeway, he wanted the four most main careers that they're hiring. That they're in lack of hiring right now. It is the
Medical
billing and coding.
Mm-hmm. Medical billing and coding.
Free work hard, man.
He does.
Yeah.
People don't
That
get it.
motherfucker
He's
work
always
hard.
working. He never stops. He never
Motherfucker should
stops.
take some work ethic from that.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
motherfucker
People
work.
talking
He
about I don't never stop. He don't never stop either.
That motherfucker
We got
grind, boy.
pharmacy
You hear me?
technician, and then we got physical therapy technician. Now these are the four categories that a lot of jobs are waiting. They're waiting. We just need you to help do something for yourself. If you need help filling out who? Filling out the
Geeking.
I'm done with him. All right.
Straight
So-
Lean
Talk about this.
shit.
All right, listen. Yeah, it does look like lean, but we need to move on
said
and close out for the show. So
I'm sorry. Yes. So with that being said, we are closing out. My guy, Scooby Yance.
Yeah.
Cause he been working heavy. Throw that on
Yeah,
too. Can we
that-
out of
that boy
here?
been working,
Call
man.
me if y'all need some help. Call me if you need some help. Filling out to get into the STEM
And he-
Workforce
he
Development
got a
Program
real-
with
he
Freedom
got a
Thinkers
real
Academy
movement, like,
and City of Dreams
All
Coalition.
his people come out for him every show.
Every show, and that's what's Philly Sport
Come on,
Philly.
guys.
Let's go.
They coming
See y'all next week.
Strong. You know what I'm saying? They gonna pack it out by themselves. Straight.